Okay, hey you guys, here we go again. I guess Tint's on top today. Yeah, hogging the space like Charmaine does every time. I don't know how that happens. But anyways, you guys, thank you for joining the live and thank you, Tint, for joining us on the 3-month anniversary of Lily and Jack that are missing.
Thank you so much. Hi, Sunny. Really appreciate it inviting me here. Thank you.
Oh no, I like I said, I'm very
Mhm.
grateful that I asked you and that you agreed. So Tint will be here for just a little bit. He won't be here for the whole live, okay, guys? Um, so before we get started, of course, so Jack and Lily, it's their 3 month, of course. It's the second today. It's crazy that it's been this long. Wouldn't you agree, Tint?
Yes, it had been finally 3 months. We all come here to show our love and care about Jack and Lily. Yes, and we're never going to give up trying to find them. And we all love them so much. Yeah,
Absolutely. So before we get started, you guys, I'm gonna play a little video quickly with of course, the Jack and Lily Come Home Jack and Lily song. In the PM, Cheryl and her husband did this beautiful, beautiful logs for Jack and Lily and Every Child Matters. So I'm gonna play that first, and Belinda's in the house. Just so you know, Tint. Uh, she says, "Hi, Jim Walker."
hi, Belinda.
Yeah. So, and of course, Belinda, when she was on, you heard what she said the other night. She's so grateful for all that you did. And so am I, to be honest. Like, I think there's a lot of people that are grateful for your hard work and the dedication to Jack and Lily for sure.
Thank
Hmm.
you. We really appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, you know what? Before I play the video,
Mm,
just let me ask you one question that you could answer. Um,
Sure.
could you by chance say what it is that propelled you to follow this case?
Yeah, I think most people in my position would do the same. I think everyone want to find those two kids if they have the opportunity and the times like I did. I like I said, my work visa was expired. I couldn't work at the time, so I took the opportunity for a road trip to from Ontario to Halifax. And yeah, so I was asking myself, there's nothing better at the time for me to do other than trying to find those two children. So that's what I did. Yeah, but the point is, I think everyone was trying to find them. Yeah, I just had the opportunities to do so. Yeah,
I right, exactly.
yeah,
And I'm
mm,
not going to take away from
mm,
anything that anyone does when it comes to Jack and Lily, because for me personally, again,
mm,
the mother, the grandmother of Malaya, and a lot of family, they're not being voices. Some are, but not say publicly, like meaning that Cindy Malaya could use the news, right, as a way to engage us and say, hey, look, these two beautiful children are missing. Can you please help us by bringing awareness to the case? Help us try to, put up posters and stuff like that. But even the simplicity of that is not going on. The only person, and as we know, is
mm.
Daniel Martell that puts himself out there. And yeah, okay, to Janie and Darren. Well, can't really say Darren because it was only like a 30-second clip, but but in the sense of the news, right? We're not seeing any of that happen. So again, everything that everyone's doing, Tint, and I don't care if you had to secretly record Wade as you were trying to buy a trailer. I don't care at all because they're not talking. They're not coming out, right? Like this
Thank
is
you.
this is their children.
Mm,
So it's kind of like how can you be mad at anyone because they're not doing their job as a mother, as grandparents, Janie, Cindy. I don't really overly want to include Wade because I don't really know. Like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like he's like the side to
Yeah.
Cindy, but I'm expecting that the immediate family to be coming forward and asking us to help find Jack and Lily, whether they're alive or whether or not they're not with us anymore. Like, either way, if they want answers, then act like you want answers. Would you agree
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
on there?
Like,
So
mhm.
again, bless everyone that really is trying to find answers for Jack and Lily. Belinda's in the house. She is the paternal grandmother of Jack and Lily. And I'll make an announcement soon as things are confirmed with that. But tonight, you guys on the live, I'm going to have a good friend from the Drunk Turkey Show. His name is Daniel. I said, I'm so sorry that your name's the same as Daniel Martell.
Yeah.
And so tonight I'll be doing a live at 6:30 because that's as soon as I can do it, which is 8:30 his time. Yes, he's a police officer, a former police officer. And so he is out of the United States, but it's okay. What I want tonight from Daniel, and that's Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show, not Daniel Martell. What I would like for him is I want to explain the situation going on and have his take as somebody that's been been a police officer, and have his take on a few things for sure. Because at the end of the day, the gist of it's still really the same in a lot of ways. We might have different rules for our countries, for information and stuff like that, and maybe certain things, how we do things. But what I'm wanting tonight is simply like, I'm going to explain to him different things about the case and the wackiness of it, and want him to see what his thoughts are on a situation like this from a police officer standpoint. So that will be tonight. So, Tint, before we get back into you, and I got you guys, sorry, but I can't do any more. The sun's kind of right there, and I got my blinds closed, but whatever. I'm going to play that video. So thank you to Cheryl and her husband for this beautiful job that you did. So I'm going to play that quickly, okay? And then we'll come back. So just if you could mute your mic as I play it, Tint, thank you so much. Wait. Turned off the sound. Hold on. Let's try that again.
In the quiet dawn of a May morning, two little hearts went out to play. Lily's laughter, Jack's small footsteps vanished with the breaking day. Come home, Jack and Lily, we're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near. Through forest paths and endless trees, searchers called your names aloud. Hope flickered in the morning breeze as prayers rose up to the clouds. Come home, Jack and Lily, we're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near. The sun sets over Pictou County, community holds a vigil, longing for your embrace. Come home, Jack and Lily. We're praying for yes, dear. The woods are deep of silence, but our love will draw you near.
Okay, so that was very beautiful. And um, thank you, Cheryl, and to your husband for making that wonderful, wonderful log for Every Child Matters and Jack and Lily. Because remember, you guys, we are Jack and Lily's voices, and we will remain steadfast in the fight for Jack and Lily, even if the people that really should be doing it aren't doing it. So we'll do it for Jack and Lily. So, Tint, back to you again.
Hey. Yeah,
Thank you so much for being here. So,
no
Tint,
problem.
okay. Now, okay, so there's a few things that you did want to talk about, and I'm just going to let you say what you want to say and clear anything up and explain things about the Earl Martell video earlier and Wade's video. So go right ahead, Tint.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sunny. So yeah, I did understand there's some controversy about the first video I posted on the TikTok. It was me and Daniel's father. Yeah, I just want to clear the air and see what exactly happened that day. So basically, I was trying to search the forest, the woods behind Daniel's house. And so I parked the car on the Lansdowne Road. It was a dirt road. So basically, I rarely have any people or car passing by. And after I parked my car on the side of the road, and I put on the forward flashlight, and I just went to the woods trying to see any like clues. And after I walked back, circling back to my car, I walk back on the, I think it was car. It was a highway, some kind of I don't remember the name of the road, but I did pass by Daniel's house, and yeah, I did saw him. He was outside, so I said, um, "Best luck, good luck," something like that, and he told me, "Thanks, man." And it was also the video went viral on the TikTok. Yeah, so after that, and I walking back to my car, and when I was on the Lansdowne Road, I saw someone was walking towards to my car from far away. And usually it's not a lot of people walking down this road, so um, I'm just trying to be safe, right? After all, there's two kids missing in this area. So I took out my phone and as a binoculars, so I can see or if this person have any weapon, if he's aggressive, angry, something like that. Yeah, but I just see he's just a grandpa. So yeah, I didn't take any picture of him. I didn't take any video of him. But I understand later he may be misunderstanding. I was taking like a video of him. But anyways, after as soon as I get back to my car, and I saw him from the mirror, he was juggling to and took off his phone, trying to take a license plate of my car. So at that point, I understand maybe that was some kind of a misunderstanding. So I stop my car, wait for him to catch up to me, so I'd be able to clear the area to explain to him. And I took out my phone too to video recording just for my safety because I don't know this person. Yeah, just in case anything happened, right? So yeah, for people who already saw the videos, yeah, and then at beginning I was really like really polite and trying um, to be friendly with him to explain what happened. Yeah, but he was I don't know, maybe he was really stressed at that point. So he was a little bit aggressive, and he was insulting me, and he saw I'm was a YouTuber, and he said something like insulting stuff like that. Yeah, and at one point he's saying that the reason I can smile because I have my cameras on. So I took that as a threat. So that's why I get a little bit pissed off at that point in times. But yeah, anyways, later on, I understand the reason why he was so angry and so I was a YouTuber because he's actually the father of the Daniel Martell. And we all know at the beginning, a lot of YouTubers made a lot of videos about um, Daniel and accusing he was the one did all the thing, he was the one killed the kid. So, oh, I understand why he gets so mad at me and stuff like that. But anyways, it's just a misunderstanding from the both end. As soon as I know that he's the father of Daniel, I just took off the video to show respect. I mean, I have nothing against him, right? He being that way, he saw I was a YouTuber or he saw I was someone suspicious. I understand that since he's a family member, so I don't have anything against him. Yeah, and and I also sent him message on the message. I apologize to him. Yeah, at that time I was a little bit stressed, be honestly, because I was get bad by the ticks. So yeah, all the thing add up. Yeah, so that's the thing about what happened with Daniel's father. And about Wade, yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
one second,
Sure,
one sec.
sure.
So just clear that up for
Mm,
people. Okay, so like
mm,
he said, right, it was a misunderstanding. He didn't realize that that was Earl Martell. So yes, I
mm,
remember this video because I watched it. Now I I remember at the time near the start of this, and I didn't bother to. Normally, I record things that are of importance, but I didn't
mm,
honestly feel like this was an importance. I knew it was Daniel's dad. Um, and well, I didn't know it up until that point that you recorded.
mm,
Now and then, like he said, it was a misunderstanding. He didn't know who this was. And honestly, this video
mm,
was nothing more of a bit of argument because Earl Martell is getting upset with Tint here because he thinks, obviously, like I said, YouTuber and whatever.
mm,
And that's all it really was. So Tint ended up taking it down, like he said. Does this video really need like in the sense of the scope of everything? You know, Earl Martell, is Daniel's father. Yes, indeed. But honestly, he's not, in a sense, one of the main players that we would call them. So, again, for people that are acting like or don't know about this video, it was nothing more than two people that basically exchanged some words, and that was pretty
mm.
much it. Like, it's not like it holds any value or weight besides people just wanting to see, Earl kind of, lashing out a bit because he's feeling like, what the hell are you recording me for? So, so just to explain that to everyone to make that clear, Tint
Yeah.
took the video down. There's no need for the video to come up. I saw
Mm,
it. It's nothing of any value besides watching two people kind of, you know, argue for a minute because of the miscommunication and stuff like that. So thanks. I just want to make sure that everyone understands why you took it down, that it is down. There's no need to bring it back up. It's nothing of, evidentiary value or anything like that. It's just a misunderstanding, that ensued.
yeah,
And that's it. Okay.
yeah.
So now the Wade
Okay.
video. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, so if I can start from beginning, I did have a friend, and from the Facebook group, she's also helped me to get the information about this case. So ever since Daewoo and Daniel was trying to, I don't know, pushing this narrative, those Malia had those two kids in reserve, and since she was not speaking at all, so I started to focus on her. And one time during your live, someone was local was commenting about he drove past Cindy's house and it was on the Hunter Road in the Windward. And my friend saw that and he sent that to me. So I immediately went there next day trying to find Cindy's house, see if I can see Malia. And yeah, so eventually I find her house, and I did use my drone. I'm not gonna lie about that. I used my drone to see what's going on. I did find a trailer in her yard, and also and my friend found her Kijiji. She was selling the exactly trailer that I saw from the drone footage. So yeah, so at the point in times, I decided to maybe if I can get some information from them, right? So I did what I did, and I didn't know that the Wade would tell me so much about the things. Maybe who knows, right? Maybe yeah, he's a Cindy's a boyfriend, so I understand that he couldn't publicly speak to anyone about this case. So maybe he have a lot of things he want to say, want to tell someone. So yeah, that was a right time, right opportunity. So I was a right guy. He told me. Yeah, really
Absolutely.
appreciate. Yeah, really appreciate everything he told me. I do feel bad that um I posted these videos online. Yeah, but the thing is, I did try my best trying to text him, trying to get him to cooperating with me so I'd be able to get more information from Malia. But at beginning, he agreed to help me to do that, but then he refused. So I pretty much exhaust any other options from all the information he gave me, right? Because I still don't know where Malia lives and all the things. But on the contrary, all the things that he told me, I was thinking if I post those things on YouTube publicly, maybe they're going to encourage Malia finally to come out to speak, right? Because she haven't said anything since the first interview, and we really want to know what's going on with her. So yeah, that's the reason why I posted. As again, I mean, this for me is kind of out of characters. I appreciate that he trusts me. I appreciate he told me a lot of things. I really don't like to betray someone's trust. I really don't feel like to hurt someone's feeling. But again, Jack and Lily is most important things. Most important thing for all of us, and they're also his grandchild, step grandchild. So I'm sure that he will understand why I did it, and hopefully Cindy will too. Yeah.
Well, everything happens for their reasons, Tint, for sure. So,
Mm.
and um, I'm grateful that you posted it. I think everyone's grateful because at the end of the day, this my problem is this is that there's a lot of people that want to speak and people want to remain anonymous. They don't want to step forward. And I always do have an issue with that. Um, especially especially in the PM Facebook group and stuff. It's like I get it, but I don't get it. It's kind of like it's we want information from the family members and stuff like that, but we are allowed to talk about it, but we're not allowed to post it and stuff like that. So okay, I like to show receipts. I don't like to play games at all. I know that again, you said you reached out to Wade to try to get Malaya, or whatever, Cindy to talk. Why they're not is beyond me. So I'm so grateful that you did post that video. I'm grateful for any time family members speak out, even if it's not true or even if it's got some inaccuracies to it and stuff like that. Because, like you said, like everyone here, we want answers for Jack and Lily.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stop sitting there caring about Jack and Lily and wanting answers for them. If the people that matter most to Jack and Lily can't do their jobs as parents and grandparents, and I will exclude Belinda and even Daniel for that matter, because it's even whatever games he's playing to me, he's still being out there, and he's still keeping Jack and Lily's names out there regardless, right? So,
Yeah.
to, and I know some people will disagree on, some really crappy YouTube creators that do things for alternative reasons, but the truth of the matter is that if it wasn't for true crime right now, this case would be settled in dust pretty much at this point. Um, so the fact that we can keep being voices for Jack and Lily and is the goal. That's the end goal, is answers for Jack
Absolutely.
and Lily. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
And so was there anything else you needed to say about Wade or anything like that, or that video? Oh, I do want to say this. Okay. Wow, did that man talk to you? And I know you said you edited the video because some of it
Mm.
just wasn't relevant to Jack and Lily, and that
Yeah.
you toned it down to 38 minutes, and it was about an hour conversation or so. I
Yeah,
believe
the
you
whole
said.
thing. Yeah, it was. I was video recording at the beginning. I have two phones at the times. One phone is a video recording. Another phone was recording the audio entirely. So the entire audio was 1.5 hours, probably 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And the video was only 20 minutes because the entire video was just about me and Cindy and Wade. We were just talking about the horse trailer, how we're going to buy it, where we're going to buy it, and stuff like that. Then
Yeah,
deposit, and then we show me his shirt and buy a new shirt from him. I still owe him $10 for that.
yeah. A
And
lot of.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go
Mhm.
ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you said. So at one point, Cindy asked me to send her deposit. So that's why I have to cut out the videos recording to send her the deposit. But another phone was recording the audio entire time. The entire time was around 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
know that a lot of people, Tints, didn't understand that you overlaid the video that you took with Cindy and Wade, and the
Mm,
video underneath of it, or sorry, the audio was
mm,
a
mm.
separate time when you had a conversation. It confused a lot of people. They thought it was a fraud type of video, but I knew better than that. I knew exactly what
Mhm.
you did, because obviously you could see Cindy talking, and you made it slow
Yeah.
motion, and you made it
Exactly.
basically the length of the audio, um, although it was at two separate points. But you were wanting kind of to show, like, here's Cindy and Wade, the trailer. Uh, but obviously she's talking and her mouth's moving, and people are like, well, at least it's like Cindy's not stopping him from talking. But no, that's because that conversation underneath in the audio was separate. Now, what I'm amazed about, well, I don't want to say amazed, because obviously Wade wanted to talk. What do you think it was about you that he just felt so comfortable opening up like that?
Maybe it's because he's a personality, if I have to guess. And also, I was trying to agree everything he said. You can see the entire video. I never contradict him, never, even a lot of things saying he said, I don't necessarily agree, but I didn't say that. I was like, yes, of course, man. Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, and like I
Mhm.
said, maybe he's a family member and he know a lot of things that public don't know. So he kind of have this feelings of want to share to the public. But at the same time, he can't because he's a boyfriend of Cindy. Yeah, so maybe he just want to
Mhm.
share to me, and but he didn't know at the time I was recording. Yeah, that's for sure.
And like I said, I personally
Mm,
don't care. Thank you.
mm, mm,
Because nobody forced him to talk to you. Like, I know that you were
yeah,
recording him, but
mm,
to sit there and give a stranger all that information, well, that's on him regardless. Because no matter what, you still could have talked about it, but you recorded it, right?
mhm,
That would have been a lot to remember. I record people too, not always, but if it's something to do with something of importance and somebody's talking to me for a long time, I'm going to record it because I want to go back and to re-listen to what I heard, because I'm not going to in my memory banks anymore as I get older. It's
mm,
not all going to stick there. So I like to be accurate to what somebody has said, kind of like I did with Darren, right? He's like,
Yeah.
Sonny, is this a private conversation? Because he didn't want it out there before he said anything about it. And so it was like, yeah, it is a private conversation. I didn't say I was recording him. I was doing that for my own benefit so that I could go back and listen to hear what he said correctly. I don't want to misconstrue words. So it's not like I do it with the ill intent of sitting there going, aha, gotcha type of thing. It's just,
Exactly.
it's no different than I was talking with Malaya on Messenger, as you know. So what do you think about that? Let me ask you. So she spoke on Messenger. There was a whole big rigmarole with the fundraiser. And next thing you know, Cheryl's messaging me. And then Cheryl's Christine, just to be clear. And because there are different Cheryls. And then next thing you know, she said that Malaya was messaging me. And then it got into a conversation of her. I kept saying to her, as I've showed you guys, like, if you want to make this about Jack and Lily, absolutely. Will be voices for Jack and Lily. If this is what you're asking, let me ask you questions about the timeline. And right so do you mind? Right. That conversation lasted that night, and before my work in the morning, and then she was basically like, I think you have enough answers for now, type of thing. And I'm like, well, not really, because obviously things hit you afterwards. And you're just like, oh, but then the minute I went to go share Charmaine's questions, she said, I will no longer be answering questions. And all I'm thinking about is, well, so much for the big fight for Jack and Lily to be their voices. Why would you shut down if you care so much? So what do you think about that? The whole, her messaging and.
Just my personal opinions. I found that's kind of strange. I feel like it's just her personal PR for damage control after what Wade said about her and also about the fundraisers. Right? She was pretty much keep her mouth shut since the first interview. She definitely knew that her first interview was pretty bad, that nobody was buying what she's saying. That she knew that she's by liars or by actors, just in my opinion. I can't say 100% she's lying or anything. But obviously, we can all find it's pretty strange the way she was acting in front of the camera. So I'm sure that she know that as well. So all this messaging since text messages can't really like convince me anything. Just make me feel like everything she's doing right now is about herself. It's not about her kid. It's not about Jack and Lily. It's not trying to find them.
Right.
It's about to keep herself a positive image to the public. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, a lot of things he said is really important and useful. Like she said that Daniel told the police the same story she did, and also that she's saying that Daniel was sleeping at the bed that morning the whole times. So she's pretty much saying that Daniel didn't do it. So for me, that either pointing out that Daniel maybe didn't do it, or whether or not, well, maybe both of them are involved in this case. So
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've looked at every angle, every angle I could think of to try to justify what's going on, to try to justify that if Malaya wasn't talking, was it because of the fact of that the police had asked her to or whatever, and maybe that's why she was keeping quiet. There was no other reason I could understand, and because like I said, I've looked at every angle myself, and to justify, okay, is this something allegedly that Daniel could have done on his own, and Malaya was sleeping, and he, off the kids basically during that nighttime to the mid morning, and then I look at what Malaya has said, and I asked her, "Are you sure that you heard the children between 8 to 8:30?" And she again said yes, that she did. So she has placed herself now in a box of the fact of, well, okay, if you said that you heard them, I cannot see anymore that Daniel convinced her to say that. It's not that it's not plausible, but if you're going to lie, why would you cover up? Like, why is Daniel blaming her then for hiding the kids, and then her saying, well, no, I did hear them. I think that they're both, in my opinion, culpable of what happened to Jack and Lily. When I look at all the mistruths, inconsistencies, lies going on, and why they're not propagating, looking for Jack and Lily, regardless if they're alive or not, they're still not putting themselves out there. Yes, Daniel is, but if he didn't play games and try to manipulate a situation, then that would be different. But he is, and he's inconsistent, and he's out and outright lying about things. So that tells me, I feel, in my opinion, that both of them are trying to hide the truth, because it has to do with Meadow, and it has to do with paying the time and doing time for a cover up. Not that it was intentional to me, but still that it was an accidental incident. We keep hearing about an argument that happened the day before on Thursday, right? And now that's been said a few times, but both of them have denied any sort of argument. Now, I mean, again, if they're guilty, what are they going to do? Say, yeah, there was, right?
Yeah.
So of course they're going to keep lying. So I'm seeing it as two people trying to save. 1 second, and I'll let you get going in a few minutes here.
Sure.
Thank you. If your work is expired, we can work. How can you avoid the trap? What do you do with death threats? Who's behind them?
Okay, we'll come back to that in just a second. So I want to finish saying what I was going to say there. So to me, I think it's two people at least, minimum. Well, actually, probably more, to be honest, in my opinion, that they're saving their own asses, because they know what's at stake to lose, and who's going to willingly go, yeah, no problem. I'm just going to tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. The only reason would be lies in any case is because truth is being hidden from us. And so, yeah, I deem them both as having knowledge and knowing what happened, hence why they're not propagating, doing all this media coverage, or why Malia didn't want to answer no more questions. If it was truly about Jack and Lily, she would have had no problem at all. Cindy would have no problem speaking, but everyone wants to distance themselves from reporters, typically in interviews. And Janie, again, blew apart the whole timeline of 8 to 8:30. Because why? Because I don't know that any of them know how to tell the truth. Because when there's something to hide, you lie. You tell inconsistencies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I don't understand about Daniel. If he didn't have all those contradicted statement, inconsistency, probably right now all the public focus is just Malia and her family right now, right? I mean, Malia was not the one like talking the whole times, right?
Right.
She was acting like really strange already as a supposedly a grieving mother. But yeah, Daniel, he often going to interview and on the live and telling different things. That's why I don't understand, right? Why he cannot just keep his story straight. But I'll be honestly, I don't really know what exactly he tell different. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was still under the impression that the story he tell differently is mainly about Malia. He was covering from Malia from beginning, but at one point in time, then he just hey, how's it going? You know?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click on that. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna click on that name, and I'm gonna take myself to the channel, and we'll see if it's Daniel. Let's see here. Go to channel. Let's see if it's Daniel Pokemon. Come on, Pokemon. It's Pokemon. That's Daniel. Okay. And he's like, well, yeah, I feel like you're cheating on me, Daniel, because you said, oh, Sunny, when I was making fun in the PM, and then you're like, oh, Sunny. And I'm like, oh, Daniel, you know you love it. And anyway, so it's, oh, Jimmy. If there's anything you wanted to say to Daniel, who's obviously, which we know watches anyway. But anyways, if there's anything you do want to say to Daniel, what would it be?
Yeah. I want to say that since the first time that we talk with each other, like that I always kind of wish that he has no in, involvement with this whole case, and I feel like maybe David was right because maybe I'm foolish, but all the thing he did, he went to voluntarily ask for a polygraph test, and allegedly that he passed the polygraph test, and he is on the chat and live all the times. It's different than Maria. Usually, the person is
Mhm.
guilty is the one that don't talk. And I understand that Daniel did have some inconsistency and contradiction, but
And
I'm
lie.
wondering maybe, yeah, maybe if that's because he was trying to cover for Malia because he was in love with Malia. That's why
Yeah.
he maybe did a lie to the police, and he know that he may get in trouble for that. So maybe that's why he act a little bit funny, or maybe he just a stepfather and he only in Jack and Lily's life for like 2 years. So maybe deep down he doesn't really have a lot of like a real attachment or emotion for them, but he has to act like that way. So he act a little bit strange. I don't know. Really hard to say.
Hmm.
Yeah, but he did tell me a lot of things on the we did talk with each other on the message after the video come out about the weight.
Hmm.
And a lot of things I promised him not to say, so I'm not going to talk about it. But something I think he wouldn't mind me to talk about it. Maybe I can share a little bit. If he doesn't, if Daniel, you don't want me to say anything about the conversation, that's fine. Just tell me in the chat, and I'm not going to talk about anything. Yeah, but if something about you and Maria, about your series, and you feel comfortable for me to share, that's fine. Yeah, then I can talk about it. Yeah, it's up to you.
Well, if the truth is the truth, then it shouldn't be a problem at all,
Mm.
right? So, Danielle, do you want to answer Jimmy on that tint on there? Because so bottom line is this, like I said, for me personally, um, is because again, me and Charmaine really wanted to believe in what Daniel was doing. He was exuding things that you don't normally see in missing children's cases. He was going to the media, he was saying things, he was actually giving a lot of information that normally we wouldn't expect someone to give us because it's more on a personal level. You know, he
Mm.
told us about Malaya blocking him. He told us about going to CPS, trying to see Meadow. Correct. He outwardly said, look, I want everyone to have a drug test and a lie detector test. You know, these are things that some of these things that you do see, like when someone says, yeah, yeah, give me a polygraph and stuff like that. But the things that he was doing. So Malaya's interview to me was just out and outright weird. No matter how you slice or dice it, there was no propagating for Jack and Lily. There wasn't. She didn't even say their names once. Um, I'm not sure what you're speaking about, Daniel. That was before the investigator. The investigators didn't ask you not to talk. What they said was, remember, just think about your saying wisely, in a sense. So I'm not exactly sure. So he said, I guess he's saying that that was, I don't know if he's saying like that's the conversation that you guys had before investigators asked him not to talk. It's because he keeps talking and then saying he's not supposed to be saying stuff, and yet he says this all the time, right? And then he'll talk and say a bunch of stuff, and then he's like, oh, I'm saying too much, or and like people, this is like the weirdness of it. Nobody's asked you not to talk, right? If you're giving out way too
Mm.
much information. So um Tint, whatever you feel comfortable with, or not. Again, um uh,
Sure.
I'll leave that in your court. I'm not
Since
sure.
Daniel just said that was before the investigator asked me not to talk, so it's reasonable to assume that it's okay to talk right now, so to share some of the things that he told me. And I will only share selectively something like he specifically asked me not to tell anyone. I'm not going to say it, but it's for something that I feel like it's not going to hurt him, or it's not going to it's relevant to Jack and Lily's case. Then I'm going to share it if it's okay with you, Daniel. And so if I can answer some question from the chat. One chat was asking me, since my work visa was expired, how do I
yes.
get money? Yeah, well, I got some saving. Yeah, during the pandemic, I was doing a little bit of small business, so I had some money. Most of the money I lost during in the stock market. Yeah, but I still have some money saving right now, so yeah, enough for me to do a road trip and stay in Halifax. And I just got my work visa like 2 days ago, so I don't really have a lot of money left. So I have to go back to Ontario, start working as soon as I can. Yeah, probably in 2 weeks or 1 month. Yeah, I have to go back to Ontario. So, and also he say about the death threat. I don't want to comment anything about that. We all know that all kind of people online. So yeah, it's normal. I don't really feel anything like
Well,
scared or anything. Yeah, it happens all times, I guess.
I will say to that one,
Mhm.
I blocked Micmac. Um, Micmac is a member, but I won't tolerate people doing stuff like that. I don't care who you are. Um, and then I went to Micmac's channel and KB Sounds or KJ Sounds, whatever it is. So Micmac, if you are watching this, I absolutely yes did block you. I think that doing stuff like that is just ignorant and rude to literally go and do stuff like that to people. So I felt I did what's right, and I don't see Tint playing games with me like that or with others to sit there and go leave those type of weird ass messages on it. So yes, indeed, Micmac is blocked. So thank you for your time here. If you need to go make another name for yourself to come back in here to try to talk, go for it. Other than that, again, this isn't about drama and weird shit going on. It's about Jack and Lily, and we don't need that. And there was this cryptic shit going on in the live yesterday, and that's the bottom line of it. Once I went and back and looked at it, I simply went and blocked Micmac. So Tint, exactly. Nobody needs that, and so right. So we're
Thank you
gonna
so much, Sonia.
yeah, we're gonna leave that at that and drop it. So go ahead. Sorry.
Sure.
So
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, now I'm just going to talk about what we talk about
yes.
with Daniel. Yeah. So let me check. I'm looking the message right now. So Daniel told me. So first of all, I was sending him a lot of messages before. He never responded to me until I released that video. The last message I sent him it was, I think it's best for you if you want to convince the public to believe you, is to ask RCMP to release the polygraph test or recording the conversation with the officer who did your test and asking if you passed the polygraph test or not. So Daniel, his first response to this message was, RCMP will never release my result. I have seen my result firsthand. I reviewed it and analyzed the documentation from the polygraph exam. Actually, I did 3 polygraph exams back to back total and span of 3 hours. Major crimes urge me not to speak up. That's why I don't go into great detail in interview. I have brought new evidence to investigator, so I did rather not leak anything that would harm the investigation. So that's what he said about the polygraph test.
So he
And
took 3. He took 3.
that's correct. He said that he took 3 polygraph exam in total of 3 hours. And another thing, I asking about, I say to him that the RCMP is not really competent because I only remember to check the trail cam footage after 20 days when everything probably is already delayed. I find his response is kind of interesting. He told me the trail cams footage was gathered to buy time off for the investigation. and to keep the public thinking that we're still in the woods. That's what he said. Again, Daniel, if you find anything I'm saying right now, you don't like me to saying too much, and just let me know. I will stop talking. Then say the classified technology was deployed, and it turned up nothing. Operation told me that the chance of them being in the woods is never 0%. I don't know if it's a typo. I don't know if he mean to say it's 0% or it's never 0%.
I think
And
probably
his,
0. Yeah.
yeah, and he also I have all the search map data which the public has never seen, not even searches. And yes, I've been working with him. And he also said that yes, I have been working with the investigator very closely, many times a week. The blanket is being tested in the forensic right now. Okay, those message probably is found 1 week ago. Yeah, it's July 25. Yeah, July 25. Okay, and he also said I'm naming on what I can say, so something I can answer. And we talk about Darewood, and that's what he said. Darewood had access to both sides of the family to gain knowledge. Investigators are not fond of him. He does say over the top things on purpose to create pressure on the parties involved. Always remember, Darewood did all this on his own accord. He has a warrior spirit, man. He lost everything. His girlfriend lost respect from his family, become homeless. He's been threatened by the native. The internet attacks him. He gave up a normal life for Jack and Lily. Yeah, that's what he said about the war. Okay, let me see something else.
Which he said anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we heard Janie say that as well. So
he said, this is interesting. He said the devil never get to talk to Malia. He tried, but her family keeps stopping her from talking. And he said Cindy and Haley are key holders in this investigation. They will always deflect the narrative towards me, though. Yeah, okay. Let me say something else.
Unfortunately, Daniel, the timeline that you guys, your mom, Janie and Malaya, unfortunately, the timeline, including whatever twist and spin Darren and yourself put on it, it doesn't make sense to how Malaya could have done this. So because it makes 0 sense, you would have to make that make sense in order for us to even understand or believe that Malaya, in a matter of 20 minutes time, when you went outside with her, and Janie is talking about hearing the kids after 9 o'clock, and 9:40 is the time that you guys are deeming this as. So what happened to 8:30? So no matter how we spin this up with your guys' own words, there's no point in time that Malaya could have put 2 kids in a vehicle at any of those point in times. Now, right now, again, if it was true and there was that time to show that, but there isn't. Well, you're saying Malaya did not take the kids. You're saying that Cindy is the one that was the mastermind. So go ahead, Tint.
Yeah, and here he's talking about Cindy. He said the reason behind why Malia was bashed by Wade is because, well, I have a theory. Malia was supposed to leave in the car with the kids, but at the last minute decided not to. Malia loved me, and that's why she's not speaking out, attacking me. She stole 2 of my shorts before leaving to keep in memory of me. Cindy hated me. Malia told Officer Carol Masson, I'm sorry if I say it wrong, of Stoughton RCMP detachment that there was not violence in the home, and she felt happiest and safest with me. When she decided to stay, it really pissed Cindy off. Malia wrote on the mirror, "I will always love you forever." She left as a first search briefing with the commander of operation, telling us about the search. Malia walked out of the briefing and sat with Cindy in the back of an ambulance for a private conversation. When Malia came out of the ambulance, she looked terrified and was shaking uncontrollably. No eye contact with me, and I keep saying over and over, I have to leave with mom. I have to leave with mom. Up to that point, Malia was hugging me and kissing me and crying on my shoulder. But after that private conversation with her mom, she was not the same person. She blocked me on all social media after leaving. Cindy also took control over her phone after she left. My cousin would call Malia and Cindy would answer. Malia is keeping quiet because Cindy and Haley don't want her speaking out. Now media is beyond heartbreaking. Sorry for the short story, but this is
which he's already
and
told to us.
mm,
Like,
very
meaning that stuff
embarrassing.
that he already said to Charmaine, that stuff that he's already been trying to put out there. So it's not like you're giving any secret sauce on that one by talking about it, to be honest, because it is out there. We didn't know about maybe 3 polygraph tests, but and then I know I went to go ask Malaya, but she said she's not answering more questions because on the mirror, was it the mirror that she wrote, "I will always love you" or something like that?
Yeah, that's what Daniel said. Malia, she was the one who wrote this message on the mirror. I will always love you forever.
Right.
So I feel like if what he told me that's true, maybe it's possible that Malia didn't take those kids. Maybe Cindy take those kids
At
to
what
trying
point
to break
yeah.
to trying to break up both Daniel and Malia. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just a theory, right? If what he told is true, I don't know. It's very hard
Right,
to
because
say.
at what point in time, right, Tint, right? So that's the thing. At what point in
Mm,
time could Cindy have arrived there where Malaya handed her off the kids because, you know, Malaya, like, it's already twisted right from the start when they both sit there and say that
mm,
I tell Daniel, "Do you hear the kids?" Daniel says, "I asked Malaya if you
mm,
hear the kids." Malaya says Daniel was sleeping from 6:18 when she sent the messages. And Daniel, I want to know something, but you don't have to tell me, but I'm just going to put this out there, is that you said that you have 2 emails about Jack and Lily that calling them in for school. Malaya says, and the reason I know this is because as fast as Malaya was talking to me, I was screenshotting it. So I seen her email address on those screenshots where you guys only see the red lines because she took them back off to those deleted messages. She said you didn't have access to the school app, and that and anyways, so it's her email address. That means she used her phone that morning on May 2nd, and you didn't have access to it. So how could you possibly have those emails yourself? Um, Again, it's these inconsistencies of things being said. If Malaya has the app and you don't know the password, and that's her email address saw, which no, I'm not telling anybody it. But anyways, so it's so basically Tint again, right? So Malaya
yeah.
says that she heard the kids from 8 to 8:30. They use this timeline. Now, Malaya says Daniel was sleeping from 6:18 to 9:40. So how could Daniel at all heard Lily come in the room and Jack in the kitchen if Malaya's saying that he was sleeping right there? Because it would have been Malaya that were heard the kids. Now, the whole 20-minute time window that they're using would be right after that. But no, we have to jump ahead to 9:40 when that's when the kids went missing, and that both Daniel and Malaya both went outside together. Daniel scoots
Mm,
up to the thing for 30 seconds. So I want to know then, Daniel,
mm,
at what point in time did Cindy come in that the dog didn't bark, that Janie didn't see this, that Malaya got out of bed, you were sleeping and all this stuff, and somehow she just, what? Between all those inconsistencies, where is the truth, right? You're so
yeah.
Do you not realize, Daniel, though, how badly inconsistent you are? You guys, all 3 of you, Janie, Daniel, Malaya, You guys don't seem to know how to tell the truth if it bit you guys in the ass. And I'm sorry. Again, I try to look at every situation logically with no attack towards, say, Daniel versus Malaya on the carrying point of I'm just looking for the answers. But it's your guys' own mouths that are ruining your timeline. And at no point in that timeline could Cindy have traversed onto your property as you guys were in bed and all that stuff. It's only because you guys aren't being truthful. And this whole thing about writing I will always love you forever, and this whole thing about Malaya taking you off of Facebook, every single picture, that ain't someone that's loving you forever, okay? That is not somebody that's loving you forever. Whatever your guys' lies and bullshit, whatever you want to call it is, again, you've had every opportunity to come forth to correct any misinformation. So that's my problem, Tint, is that there's nowhere in this timeline that Cindy could have came, picked up those kids without the knowledge of anyone on that property, including like Janie and Danielle. Didn't happen. What do you think?
I'm really very confused about timeline this morning since there's so many
Yeah.
versions from the Daniel and the Malia and different
Yeah.
stories and keep changing all the time. So I didn't really know
Right.
which one to believe, be honestly. Yeah, I mean,
Well, you
but
can't
I
believe
remember
anything.
Daniel, yeah, one time he mentioned something it's really strange that he said after that Malia called her mother after they found those two kids missing. He said her mom only took like a 15 minutes to arrive to the house. But
Right.
I know the address. The address is in Wentworth. To that place is going to take at least 1 hour.
1 hour
So
and
if Daniel
16
was
minutes. Yeah.
60 minutes, yeah. So I don't know if Daniel was saying the truth about that. If he was saying truth about that, that definitely suggesting maybe something's going on with Cindy, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know at point.
Well, with that,
Yeah,
Tint,
at this moment, yeah.
I was going to say with that, I mean, that's because I know all the timelines. I've been paying attention to everything that's been said, right? So it might seem, I know that you might be confused if I'm talking about it because I could sit there and go zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. This is what was said. This is what was changed. This is what was said. This is what was changed. But the whole thing was, hi, Queen. Hi, Queen. Thanks for becoming a member. I desert you for ice cream and cheesecake. Just know that. Thanks for the Rickroll sound. Appreciate that. So the thing there, though, Tint, is so not only did we show the 911 call at 10:01, we also showed the messages from Malaya to her mother and that she was on her way, and that was 11:33. Now, Jenny woke up with a brainiac storm after she was in that PM talking and said, you know what? I just thought about it. Maybe Cheryl was around the corner as she was texting her that message and blah, blah, blah. Bottom line is their own timelines ruin any sort of theory to do with Cindy. And of course, she lives an hour and 16 minutes away. And who knows exactly where she was at that point. Bottom line is it goes along, Tint, as you know as well as I do, when you can't even understand the timeline because stories keep changing, that means the truth is being hidden from us. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Now, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so right now I think, yeah, I don't know. It's very complicated. My feeling right now, yeah, because
It is.
Daniel, I don't know why he just keep changing his story. Just like I said, if he didn't tell different story, different timelines, what happened that morning, then probably everybody is only focused on Maria right now because
Right.
she's the one went to beach the whole time. She's the one had like a 100 dirty diaper or stuff, right? I just feel really strange. Why would Malia go to beach the whole time? She doesn't look like she's a bother, like grieving mother, right? We saw the pictures. We knew that picture was taken this year after what happened. So, and but she doesn't seem to me, just in my opinion, seems like a really bad mother. at least even Belinda. Hey,
I'll be right
Belinda.
back.
Yeah, okay. Is saying that she was a good mother, right? She was treating those kids nicely. Yeah, even though Wade was saying something different. So I just feel like if she didn't know those kids, if she really truly believed those kids were missing or dead, she couldn't possibly go to beach and behave like that way. Just, I don't know, man. Yeah, for me, most important sense that is RCMP could come out, could actually confirm to us whether or not if Daniel actually passed the polygraph test, whether or not if Malia passed the polygraph test, right? I think that's the thing that RCMP can do right now, since I remember that told Belinda the other day, they have no suspect right now, they have no clues right now. Yeah, I don't know if they're telling the truth, right?
My bad. I'm here.
Okay,
I just had to get some more water. It's so hot. But
sure.
so I want so and so yeah. So like I said, when I've looked at everything with this, so Malaya wasn't giving kudos to Daniel. She said, and she minimized it. I could tell when she said that, you know, about. Well, let me just actually go see exactly what she said. I should guess. Um, when she was talking about Jack and Lily, that was towards. No, I can't see Daniel hurting the children. She says that his true colors came out. She also said she doesn't understand why Janie and Daniel are lying about the timeline because that's not what they told investigators. Um, so these are things she said. She said, I'm so grateful and appreciate. Okay, that's support. Just trying to see where that question was. About Jack and Lily, because it wasn't like she was saying sweet nothings. Basically, Jack and Lily didn't get along. I'm just trying to see. Sorry, because I'm rushing now. But all of a sudden
Okay,
I
it's
can't
okay.
find it. Yes, they are my children. Just trying to see.
I
And
think
so
Daniel just sent you a message.
where?
He said, Daniel, say in inbox, Sonny, check it.
You talking about on Messenger or email? Daniel never messages me. He ignores me. Okay. So he's sending me that. Okay. Absent May 2nd. True folder. Let's see. As long as it doesn't show your email on here, I don't mind sharing it. So I'll show this as a receipt for Daniel, if Daniel doesn't mind. It's not showing his email address. So let's see here. Save. I'll just put that up on screen quickly. Thank you for sending that, Daniel. To be honest with you, again, it's not like we didn't want to believe you. It's the inconsistencies of this whole timeline, because it is strange, right, Tint? I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of a two-way street. Why is Malaya acting the way she is? Why didn't she come out? But yet they wanted to come out and have me confirm that, to stop Darren from all his lies, right? So, but yet somebody's going to the beach and they're acting like that. Hey, my children aren't dead. Like they're like,
Yeah.
I can understand why people would get that image, but the other stuff around it doesn't make sense. The timeline doesn't allow for it. 1 second here, guys. So Daniel just sent this. I'll show you guys. Okay. And I'm not going to put its crime machine all over it. But anyways, that's the best I'm going to show you because I'm not going to, it's how it pulls up. Okay. So May 2nd inbox. Now it doesn't show Daniel's email address. Whereas Malaya's, I seen that it actually, but she took it down and I wasn't about to show you guys that one. The thing was, I'd already screenshotted it when she had it up there. But Malia's, if I'm not mistaken, though. So, Daniel, could you explain, though, why you would get one as well as Malaya? Because, hold on, let me go look at Malaya's one. I want to go, so let me go, I want to go look at Malaya's one. You probably want to get going, I bet. Are you wanting to get going, Tint? I didn't want to keep you any longer than you wanted to stay.
I really would love to stay here. Yeah, I just have will agree with my friend to go to the beach right now. He's waiting for me. I
Okay.
would absolutely love to stay as long as you can. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sunny and Charmaine and Kent
Yeah.
and Belinda. I love you all. And Jack and Lily. Everybody caring. Everybody will never give up to trying to find them. And love you all. Thank you so much. And Daniel too. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good day, guys.
Wait, Tint. Before you leave me,
Mm-hmm.
if you had to pick, and just be honest, okay? If you had to pick between the children being alive or being hidden, what percentage would you say for the children being hidden versus being alive? If you, on a scale of 1 to 100, let's just say, where are you? If you want to say 50-50, but I don't want to put words in your mouth, but where are you with the children being alive or not being alive?
I would say I believe those children 100% alive. Sorry, that's just my opinion. Yeah, maybe I'm stubborn, maybe I'm foolish, but I just believe that way.
We don't
maybe I'm wishful thinking. I just really want them to be alive, and also, that's I think. Yeah.
You're right. We do want them to be alive. You're absolutely right about that. We do. And you know what? Again, hopefully when the truth comes out, that Lily and Jack are alive. Is it realistic to typically what happens in these cases? No. But anyways, at the end of the day, again, right, we're just looking for family members to be truthful, give honest answers. We can be the biggest voices for Jack and Lily ever. But it takes the actual parents or step parents to be honest and be forthgiving with information and not sporadic information. Just give a timeline properly, one that truly makes sense, from 4:00 p.m. to 10:01 when the phone call went in. Tint, thank you so much for giving me your time, and everyone, thank you for all the work that you're doing for Jack and Lily. Appreciate that. Regardless,
thank you.
I don't care if we have a difference of opinion. It's not about that. It's for truthfulness to Jack and Lily. So thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you too. Love you all.
Love your cat. Love your cat. By the way.
Thank you.
Bye, Ted.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Again. Do you need me to boot you? Here. Kick. Boot. There we go. We'll get him. Yeah, I knew Tint was planning on going down, out, whatever. You guys see a lot of the pictures with him at the beach and stuff like that. But like he said, he had to go meet up with someone. So at first he had told me it'd start 20 minutes, but we all know 20 minutes isn't realistic. Anyways, so let me just do me a favor. Now, Malaya said, Daniel, that you didn't have the password to the school app. So I'm just going to, you guys, give me a second. I'll quickly play that video again that Cheryl and her husband did. And I just want to go compare Malaya's one that she sent me to this one, okay? I just want to see, because they should be exactly the same. But thing is, Malaya had to red line her email address. So anyways, I'm just going to take a minute, okay?
In the quiet dawn of a May morning, two little hearts went out to play. Lily's laughter, Jack's small footsteps vanished with the breaking day. Come home, Jack, draw you near. Through forest paths and endless trees, searchers called your names aloud. Hope flickered in the morning breeze as prayers rose up to the clouds. Come home, Jack and Lily, we're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near. The sun sets over Pictou County. Stars shine with gentle grace. The community holds a vigil, longing for your embrace. Come home, Jack and Lily, we're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near.
Okay, guys. Again, what a beautiful log for Jack and Lily, right? Now, it's moments like this that I would expect for Daniel here to say thank you for everyone that's doing everything for Jack and Lily. When Kent made that sign, you didn't say anything. It's things like that that really bug me on there. Now, 1 second. So, again, you know what? I'll show you in a second. But so regardless, I don't honestly care. Like if Tint, right, wants to lean towards that the children are alive, and I want to lean towards the children are not alive, right, based on the information. I don't care what our differences of opinion are. I just care about working with people that want to work towards the truth of what happened to Jack and Lily and with the information, right? Again, I'll see what Belinda is saying. 1 second here. Let's put Jack and Lily back up. Malaya said she was asked to take another, but refused. It never happened. To take another, but others refused. It never happened. Really? Are you talking about polygraph tests? Okay, so Belinda says this. Then Daniel says yes. And then check messenger. Okay, you guys. Okay, let me take a look. Okay. 1 second, Charmaine. Let me see what it is I'm putting up. Okay, give me a second here. Um, yeah, you're just gonna have to bear with me on this one. You talk amongst yourselves. Charmaine, control the audience in there. Kent, you too. Daniel, just asking you to be truthful. That's it. Malaya, if you cared so much about Jack and Lily, why did you stop answering questions? It's BS. It's BS is what that is. It's BS. Okay? People are trying to help, but it's the inconsistency that's being toxic here, and that's creating this worldwide speculation and stuff going on because of all those inconsistencies and stuff. 1 second. Just gonna make this one a bit bigger. Hold on. It's because Malaya's is blurrier, so I just have to see if I can make it more crisper. I got a lisp that just sounds crisp. God, get out of there. Well, whatever. Is what it is. I swear to God, Canva, you suck sometimes. Come on. Don't have the patience for this. I don't know why Canva will lag like a little bitch when it all of a sudden. Seriously, it's so irritating. Okay, Charmaine, I'll bring up those other ones as well during the same thing here, but thanks, Jennifer, for becoming a member. I feel like deserting you for ice cream right now, to be honest with you. Just give me a second. Yeah, just give me a second. Simple as that. Yeah, that's what Tint said, Charmaine. So don't forget anyone that's in the live now. Um, Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show will be on tonight with me at 6:30 my time, which is 10:30 Nova Scotia time, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock Central. So again, he's a former police officer. Again, that's Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show. That will be on tonight's live. Okay, guys, we're gonna ask him some questions. We're gonna ask him about well, I'm going to tell him about the case more so. He's out of United States. But anyways, good friend, great guy. He's been covering the Koberger case. Okay, why am I doing that? That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, so hot. Come on. It's not what I wanted to do. It's like I'm having a brain fart right now. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, and my freaking brain doesn't want to do what it's telling it to do. Okay, so let's do this again. Charmaine, I just want to take off people's names on those two posts that you sent. Besides, I'll leave Daniel's name up, of course, but I don't really want to put the other people's names out. Like the background though. Takes me a sec to do this, guys. But if you guys are here and you haven't hit that like and the share yet, for Jack and Lily, it's their 3-month anniversary since they went missing. If you guys could please do it for the sake of the missing and the murdered always, but in this case, it's for Jack and Lily. So thank you guys. 3 months. 3 months. Who would have thunk it? 3 months. Okay, I think that's about good. 1 second. Okay, that should be as long as her thing's covered. So the lipstick memo you talking about on the mirror? Why would that be for the kids? The kids are missing. I get what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense. It was for the kids in case the kids come back while she's gone. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Daniel, do you have a picture of that? that you want to share? Picture of this, I will love you forever on the mirror. That Malaya left for you. Do you have a picture of that by chance? Just asking. Something I would definitely have taken a picture of regardless. Okay. One sec. Share. Okay. So I just wanted to cover up Malaya's, no, that's too big. Address there. Make sure you guys didn't see that. So Malaya's message from the school, and that's the 6:17 time. The other one's right above it, 6:18. And this is Daniel's message that he's saying that he got at May 2nd as well. Date and time. What I don't understand though is, why are they so different? That I don't understand why they would be so different, how they look. Can anyone explain that? That's beyond my brain control. Why hers looks like from school, whatever that says. Reply, da-da-da-da-da. But Daniel's looks totally different than Malaya's. The whole setup of it all. Different phones. Well, that's what I'm kind of thinking, right? Is it because Daniel has a Android and Malaya has an iPhone? Perhaps? Okay. So either way, right? They both say May 2nd, 2025. It's not like Daniel's going to sit there and forge one of these up. So it would make sense about different phones, right? Android versus, say, an iPhone. So that would make sense. Okay, so then the second thing, as Charmaine had sent me, I just want to double check. Right, there was 2 messages. Okay. One second. Wow. And sorry, I was just looking at Messenger on this one. And I guess clearly I'm no different than anyone else making money off this tragic case. I love how people say that when they have no clue about that stuff. So I appreciate that, Cheryl, Christine, for saying that. Now it's about truth for Jack and Lily. That's what the bottom line is. And that's exactly it. So I asked Malaya, Cheryl, if she had no problem if I asked her questions because she wanted to make it about Jack and Lily. So she said, this is about Jack and Lily. This isn't about your ego, Malaya's ego, Daniel's ego, Cindy's ego, Wade's ego. It's about Jack and Lily. What part of that are people not understanding? Is that the only way to be of any assistance whatsoever is, yeah, we can sit there and bring awareness, say, hey, if you guys have any information. But why would somebody shut you down, meaning Malaya, if she said that she wants us to be about Jack and Lily? Well, the whole premise is a timeline. You don't stop someone from asking basic questions to a timeline. I'm not asking what her underwear size is, what her bra size is. I ain't trying to dig into that shit. I'm just trying to ask simple timeline questions. That's it. Things that don't make sense to make sense. How could anyone assist anyone at all when they say they want their children to be found and that they miss them? So she didn't want to answer back after that, the conversation, in the few times that I've asked her. So I'm telling you right now, everyone, it's about Jack and Lily. Once people get that through their thick skull and put their egos to the side, so don't come at me about me making money off of my YouTube channel when I cover all these cases. Doesn't matter if I'm covering cupcakes or frickin' braziers, okay? I have a right to earn whatever money I wish to. So if you want to technically sit there and go that, oh, you're making money off dead people and missing children, then you need to get your facts straight, because it's a blessing for anyone for us to cover the murdered and the missing, because there's actual cases where people want it. So get that through your head before you come trashing at me. And remember that this is about Jack and Lily. Why can't people seem to understand that are family or friends? Right, Belinda? Jack and Lily. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to kiss Malaya's ass, Daniel's ass, Belinda's ass, Janie's ass, anyone's butt. We're here to get answers for Jack and Lily and what happened to them. So if people are being truthful, then they'll have no problem talking at all if they're being truthful. So don't give me your shit. If you want to block me, That's fine. I'm here for Jack and Lily before anything else. Now, going on. Sorry, guys. Okay, Jack and Lily. Jack and Lily. How about being grateful for the shit this channel does do, instead of sitting there trying to bash me? How about just being grateful for us covering this case and saying thank you for all your hard work and everything you're doing and everything else that people are doing to make videos, paint logs, write poems for Jack and Lily. So shut the front door on that crap, okay? Now, I was going to show you something. Okay, so these messages, I guess I said I could show. Yeah, I bash people that are totally freaking idiots and liars. Absolutely, Daniel. I'm going to call a spade a spade. I'm not going to sit there and have people sit there and bash me in my channel. Why do you think I'm going to go off on you? Why do you think, Daniel? So sit there and preach it, dude. All right? Maybe I should just go give birth to a freaking bucket of KFC right now. Right? I'll squat out some freaking birthing sauce for you. Of course I'm going to sit there and say stuff like that. If people are freaking lying, or they're sitting there being inconsistent and they're sitting there making up bullshit, of course I'm going to call it out. I don't go out of my way to go, oh, let me just bash Daniel today. Oh, let me just bash Janie today. Your mom bashed me. I don't care. You don't seem to care. It doesn't stop you from coming in here. Right? You can call it bashing whatever you want. I call it calling out bullshit is what I call it, because I'm not sitting here. I don't need to take anyone's bullshit in the channel or not. I don't need to take your bullshit. I don't need to take your mother's bullshit. I don't need to take Malaya's bullshit, Cheryl's bullshit. Nobody's. I care about Jack and Lily, Daniel. And if you can't be grateful and thankful for that, considering you're one of the ones that keep preaching that Malaya has these children in it, then you guys would be all over the damn news and up on YouTube channels and TikTok, whatever you could do to promote finding Jack and Lily all day long. You're the only one that's even putting yourself out there, which you know that. I don't need to tell you that. Your mom, she can pat herself on the back all day long, right? Why can't you guys be consistent with your story? Why can't you guys be telling the truth for Jack and Lily? That's what I would like to know, right? Like I said, I'm covering the case, not for your benefit, not for Malaya's benefit. It's for Jack and Lily's benefit. They need answers because they were underneath your care and Malaya's care when these children disappeared. It's that simple. So if you're telling the truth, then tell the truth, right? None of these games, okay? That's all I have to say about that. Now, if you want to stay, stay and put whatever 2 cents you want in there, right? I'm not here to be your Kentucky Fried Chicken friend, all right? I'm just here to cover Jack and Lily's case and want answers. That I don't understand what part of that you and your family members don't understand. It's your inconsistencies and the people that are hiding and not saying anything, like Malaya and Cindy, that are causing this havoc that's happening around this case. It would not even be this bad if you guys could just sit there and advocate for Jack and Lily. You don't have to sit there and give us any of your spiel that the crimes unit told you, but advocate. Talk about a timeline if you want to, but advocate for Jack and Lily. Advocate for answers. Put out posters. Make your presence known for Jack and Lily, because I could sit here and upload tons and tons of cases for you guys to know what to do when 2 children are missing and how other parents act and how the guilty ones act. I could do that for you. Now, I'll leave that alone for that. Absolutely. I'm on the side of truth. That's it. Truth of Jack and Lily. So for all these people claiming, like Malaya, right? Now Cheryl, she's just standing up for her friend Malaya, right? She's kind of like the pit bull that's speaking out in a sense. But Malaya, if her children are missing and she feels like they are still alive, or if they're not, right? Her, Cindy, would also be speaking out to the media. None of this bullshit of, oh, I don't want to be talked to by an interviewer in the news media. Why would you not be saying, please help? We need your help. We need you to help spread the awareness of Jack and Lily, because that is all that is being asked of you, really. No one's asking you to go into these great length of details, but Daniel, you've chosen to say a lot of details on interviews and in here. You've chosen to do that. I didn't hold you down, try to take away your phone and add to it, right? So come on, get your priorities straight. The lot of you, except for Belinda. Get your priorities straight. Now, this says, yes, you're right. She showed the answers that to the news reporters. Daniel says that's been known on the internet for 2 months. I guess they're talking about the pictures with the black eye, the CPS ones. I might be a little behind. Daniel says the internet is like a sea, but lies. What is that? But lies rise to the surface the quickest. Amen to that one, Daniel. Amen to that. I'll drink to that, actually. It's water, but I'll still drink to that. We are a sea, and lies do rise to the surface. You are 1,000% right on that. Thank you for taking the time to clear some of that up. Daniel, if you make I don't know where this philosophical Daniel's coming in all of a sudden, but hey, if you make the water muddy with allegations, it's hard to see the truth because the water is all brown. You're absolutely right again. When people tell shit, it rises to the water level and floats. That's what happens when people tell shit. It just floats on top of the water. You're deep and you're right about this, to be honest with you. See, the meaning is more about the water than the mud. So the meaning is more about the shit that's floating on top than the actual truth. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm taking away from that. That's like cryptic shit if I ever saw that. Very deep, though. Thank you so much. Dude, like I said, I'd be on your side forever and a day. You know, if you just were truthful.
Laura Carlson Super Chat. $2. You're awesome. Thank you. Don't explain anything to me. Effing line.
Thank you very much, Laura. Well, that's the bottom line. Is I've asked Daniel as well, Daniel, is, you know what? You don't need to speak to us. Speak to Belinda. If you are telling the truth, and the truth is easy to tell, then you would have no problem saying the truth. Talk to Belinda. That's the paternal grandmother. You are not the father, nor can you sit there and act like you were the father of the world either, right? Malaya's not saying you are. She's saying that you put her hands on her, that you held her down, that you were controlling, that you would even tell her what to wear. Yeah, duh. Jealousy. Jealousy will get you nowhere. Okay? If you want to appreciate yourself for how much you did for Jack and Lily, go ahead. We didn't live your life. We just want the truth for Jack and Lily. You know? That's it. Now, Daniel says that Malaya is the one that did all the hitting. Right? Those messages from Daniel himself saying that it wasn't Daniel that hit, it was Malaya that hit. Daniel says, Malaya, I believe, didn't hurt them. Right. Because you think that they're alive somewhere like at Disneyland or something like that. It's just that if you want anyone to actually believe you on this whole hidden thing, then tell us the timeline when Cindy came and picked up those children, or that Malaya's friends did, according to Darren, in the truck. That's it. Julie, I don't know what you're talking about, but if you're trying to insult me, I'm probably just going to boot you if you're going to say anything ignorant to me. What's cool is maybe you not saying this, and I'll probably boot you just because if I take that as an insult towards me. And if you are going to insult me, spell my name right. Sunny. Spell my name right. Oh, yeah, I got it at 3 hours. Yeah, that's because if people aren't subscribed to the channel, I don't need it to be flooded with non-subscribers. I would rather only have subscribers only. So unfortunately for this one, it's staying at the 3 hours clean. But thank you for subbing. But that's the reason why I'm doing it. You know, if people want to come in and talk, then they can sub up to the channel. The channel's about bringing awareness to the missing and the murdered. So again, if they're not subbed and they just want to come in for free information, then I'm not going to allow them to chat, just because it gets too hectic in here to have too many people talking at once. Ignore anything Daniel said. Well, I can't believe anything anyone says, to be honest with you, at all. Well, can I just ask you, Julie, what that comment meant above? Then, if you could explain. It said, "See, Sunny, that's not so cool." So that I took that as you saying something like that I said something that you didn't like. That's how it came. Hi, Garnetta. And thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody, as well. I don't know where all this deep thought came from about freaking using analogies about Jack and Lily. Just tell the truth. It's not hard. Yeah. Now, you know what? Again, right? I'm not going to be deflected on by anybody at all, right? I'm here for the right reasons. People want to attack me, go ahead. You're not bothering me, to be honest with you, that way. It's about Jack and Lily. Is it so hard to want family members to stand up and speak out for their missing grandchild or children or step-grandchildren? You know? Is it so hard just to tell the truth? I don't want to hear about your freaking sob story, Janie. I just want to hear about Jack and Lily's truth of a timeline. You know, if you want to reminisce down memory lane about your 0 pictures and taking them for snow sets, I'm sure you did stuff like that. Absolutely. We just want to hear a timeline, right? We just want to hear a timeline. That's it. A truthful timeline. If that timeline could have led to the fact that Malaya did something, or sorry, Daniel, you're saying Malaya didn't do anything, that someone that she knows or her mother, no, she's at the reservation with the chief. Yeah, everyone. I think if you don't know that, that was like at least a couple weeks back. All right, now, like I said, oh. One second. Okay. Now, the water is all brown. Like, well, you know what? I mean, there you go, Mike. Go analyze these statements, eh? Actually, Daniel, why don't you just reach out to Mike? Right? And if you want to put the truth in order, he can analyze that for you if you'd like. And where you're not telling the truth, he can tell you where you're lying if you want. Yeah, why all the water references? Asking for a friend, actually, because you made a comment about that in one of your interviews. You said, about diving. Remember the analyst picked up on that and said he believes that they're in water. Why all these? Hold on. Daniel's going to think I'm bashing him here, but are you making any Daniel, listen to me. Are you making any reference at all when you scooted into the water and that you almost got impaled by a branch and you almost died 2 times? Is that what you're referencing? Is that where all this is coming from? To focus on that part? It is strange, Daniel. Not gonna lie. All these analogies all of a sudden. Should we be looking in the water? Asking. Let me use a lifeline. Let me call Daniel up. Daniel, call me on Messenger. Daniel, let's go. I only wish, because if this was in the United States, you guys, I'd freaking have a couple of dive teams that I know to go search those waters. Unfortunately, a lot of the cases we cover are from United States, or else we'd have like Doug, and what's my other one's name? But anyways, you guys know Doug from Adventures with Purpose, but that they had a breakup there. But anyways, I think that's what needs to happen there is some dive teams. See, the thing about police is that they're only as good as when they're called out to the water. No offense on this one. Well, yeah, but Adventures with Purpose is, in a sense, is broken down in a lot of ways, to be honest with you. Even though I have spoken to, God, I can't even think of his name at the minute. Jared. I have spoken with Jared from Adventures with Purpose a couple times. But what we need, so let me tell you this, is that this is like in the Nicola Bully case as well, okay, out of the United Kingdom, is that RCMP dive teams, they're only as good as many times as they'll go out in the water. The difference between them and someone like Adventures with Purpose, or EquiSearch, is that these people actually do this for a living, right? So they have the knowledge, they have way better accuracy at actually being able to find any bodies in the water or in vehicles when they're searching, because they truly spend their life doing this. So they are more experts than anyone that has that certificate at their driver, because they got their certificates as well, obviously. But these search teams, unlike the RCMP search teams, do it every day. So let's take the Kylie Rodney case, for example. Kylie Rodney disappeared. They were at a party in the woods, right? Next thing you know, Kylie Rodney disappears, right? Now, it just so happened, and this would be shown later. So the search team searches that lake, right, for Kylie Rodney's vehicle. They see this video from one of those beacons, and they see these lights go right into the water, right? Guess what? The police search team, guess what? Couldn't find Kylie Rodney's car or vehicle in the water. Guess what? Adventures with Purpose heads on up there. In 15 minutes, they found Kylie Rodney in her vehicle 14 feet from the shore. 14 feet from the shore. And the police search team couldn't freaking find her. And within 15 minutes, Adventures with Purpose. That's what I'm talking about right there. The incompetence, in a sense. Oh, I don't want to say incompetence, really. Okay. But they lack the ability, right? They're called to go into the water, the police search teams, when needed to. Okay. It is not their daily life skill that they are certified divers, but that is not what they do daily. Adventures with Purpose and all those other amazing search teams. I really wish that EquiSearch would come up here and search. EquiSearch is fucking amazing. In fact, I might actually reach out and see if they actually come up to Canada. They are an amazing team for summer wells, for all these cases that you guys know, the ones that know that aren't from Canada, you guys know, or some of the people that are from Canada, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. This isn't a game of Jack and Lily, right? So like I said, before family members want to spew ignorance my way or anyone's way, get your fucking priorities straight. The lot of ya. Get them straight. If it's about Jack and Lily, then it's no bullshit, right? Why do I have to say this? I shouldn't even have to say this. This is what should be happening anyway. You tell the truth, people will help you all day long. They will become a force to be reckoned with if people actually want the truth for Jack and Lily. I don't see that happening. I see a lot of people hiding and not even speaking up for Jack and Lily. Right, Malaya? You said I could ask you any questions. Then you don't want to answer anymore, right? We were having a nice conversation. So why? Why? Takes one card to take a whole house of cards down.
Super chat. $6 Canadian, 99 cents. You're awesome. Thank you. Take one card to take down a whole house of cards.
I'm just disappointed, Laws, to be honest. I thank you for the super chat, but I'm just disappointed that the word water was not involved in that super chat. I felt like a true one of these analogies. I feel like water should have been used. Okay? If we're going to go with water, might as well stick with it. Brand new lock on it. A brand new lock on. I'm not sure. Belinda, do you want to come up, or does Charmaine, does somebody, did either of you guys want to come up or anything? Just let me know. I'm not keeping up with chat. Put a lock on what? Thank you so much. Thank you again, Loz. But if somebody wanted, and Tint, thank you so much for coming up, right? contact to? He stated he went through the cabins to the kids. Right. He had to go back to the house, in my opinion, to remove some of their items. Yeah. Got bills to pay.
Last minute. Super chat. $2 Canadian and 79 cents here Aussie. Thank you. Where were you wasting dinner?
Equisearch was the founder is Tim Miller, for anyone that didn't know that. They're out of Texas. EQUU search. I'm trying to think of, I should know this guy's, not Tim Miller, but the other guy's name. I should know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. When I don't hear names for a while, I kind of forget. I remember, but anyways, Duty Ron, they're always on that as well. Your mom sent Justin over to keep people off the property. Oh, there you go. Where were you waist deep, Daniel? That's better. Okay. Daniel, no one would be bugging you if you would just say the truth, not all these little blurps here, there, and then someone has to sit there and try to unravel all these word salad games and stuff like that. Equisearch. Yes, this is wonderful. Absolutely. Fucking amazing. They have cadaver dogs in the United States. Did you guys know that? There would have been a cadaver dog right on the scene right away. Right, Kent? Cheryl, that's so sweet of you to say that. That's so sweet of you, Cheryl. Sadly, she says, you latch on to anyone who will give you a story. You will suck anyone's ass for a story, even if it's not the truth. Thank you, Cheryl. You know what? Those words are precious. I might actually frame that. Thank you so much. See, that's what I mean. She can't even make it about Jack and Lily. Instead, she just wants to attack me instead of being grateful that we're covering a case and trying to get answers for Jack and Lily. But thank you. Charmaine, can I suck your ass later? I would love to do that later if we could. If you could just drive down 6 hours to me, that would be amazing on there. Asked Nova about RCMP dogs, said that they're all trained in cadaver. Be curious about that. Maybe. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead, Cheryl. Keep sending me messages. If you want to be a bitch to me, because this is about Jack and Lily and you want to try to degrade me, go right ahead. I'm pretty much bulletproof with insults. They don't faze me, right? Anyone can see exactly what I do. I don't have to do shit, actually, at all for anybody. But I choose to because I care. Why don't you act? Instead of it targeting me now, all of a sudden, you people should be ashamed of yourselves. Don't say my name. I don't want to hear my name out of your mouth. Don't do this. Don't do that. Where's the fight for Jack and Lily, Cheryl, Malaya, Daniel, Janie, Cindy, Wade? Yeah, she's sending me private messages. I'm just waiting for her to block me, to be honest with you. I don't care. Like I said, you know what? But when people want to take away from Jack and Lily and look that stupid, I'll let them. I'll let them. Probably, I guess. Right? I'm such an evil, vicious. I think I'm worse than Cindy Murray, according to probably Daniel. He probably likes Cindy Murray more than he likes me. Yeah, Charmaine. Now, again, Charmaine, you know, you could just come lick my ass. That would be great. You're welcome for being one of the only channels left. Actually, you're right. Trust me. I probably will be one of the few only channels even talking about your case. Maybe a couple more. That's it. But that's what they want, right? That seems to be what they want, right, Charmaine? They want it to go, you guys, quit talking about us. Quit talking about us. We certainly don't want to talk about Jack and Lily, heaven forbid. So insensitive. But that's what I love about you. Your insensitive side. Anyways, so guess Daniel's done talking for the day. That's okay. Now, okay, I was going to share with you, let's see here. You know what? I'm going to, fuck them, let's post them all. Absolutely. Cheryl Bash Belinda. I seen that one. I haven't posted it. Like I said, I'm not a little kitty cat that you can bully or push over on there. So don't even try. Don't even waste your breath. Again, there's nothing that's going to stop me from talking and about Jack and Lily. Because guess what? I'm a stranger. And I'm doing more than you guys are. Except for Belinda. All right? So no amount of words or childlike behaviors, even if I'm joking around with Daniel, is going to stop me from following and bringing awareness to Jack and Lily's case. Thank you, Patriot. Thank you so much. Now, let's see here. Don't forget, you guys, I got a live at 6:30 with Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show. We'll be talking about this case, and I'm going to be asking Daniel, not Martell, Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show, and I'll be talking to him about the craziness of this case. Wow, my bad. Cheryl, you want to blast my ass on that one too? Heaven forbid. Anyways, I'm over these people. They can talk to whoever they like, say whatever they want. Obviously, they don't care about Jack and Lily. So we got to be their voices, right? Right, Daphne? Right, Justin? Thanks. Right, Dolly? Right, you guys? Right, all those people that are following the case, right, Mike? Got to be the voice. They're surely not going to. No. Trust me, that stuff doesn't faze me whatsoever. We're talking about amateurs. Amateurs. Actually, Ruskan, I was just... Right. Exactly. Rushcan. I was just actually about to play your video because I wanted to bring up. So I have some posts from the private group chat that was from, about a month ago, where Daniel and Haley are having this argument, right? So I'm going to show you those, but I need to cover up people's names that I don't want. I don't want to include people that don't belong, in a sense, in the conversation. So it's going to take me a bit, or not too long. I think there's 6 of them. But I'm going to play the video. So whoever stays around, stays around. If you don't, then don't. But please at least leave your like and a share for Jack and Lily. on this, if you don't mind. Cheryl is Malaya's voice. And like I told Cheryl, right? I get it. I'm feisty for my friends too. You know? So I get the pit bull trying to come at me, right? Doesn't faze me. But I do respect a person that definitely is a good friend to somebody, regardless. We all like to have that. There's very few people in this world that stand up for me, but yet I'll go up to bat for them. Yeah? Charmaine's one of those friends. I can tell you that. Charmaine is one of those people that she's like me. You know, when you start bashing and stuff like that, you know, Charmaine will have my back, which I appreciate. I really do. Right? Because a lot of people don't. And I do it for them. I've learned my lesson that way. But either way, it's who I am. I'm a fighter like that. When I think something is wrong, I'll speak up and I'll be a voice. Right? And I think what Micmac did to Tint was absolutely wrong. That's why Micmac got blocked. Because we don't need people that sit there and leave comments that are cryptic and weird on somebody's YouTube video like that. That's just weird. That's weird. But anyway, so I'm going to play that video. So again, stick around if you guys want. If you don't, thanks so much for joining us today. But I am going to play the Jack and Lily, Come Home Jack and Lily video. Not the one, I've already played the log one today, but this is going to be the one that I play all the time for Jack and Lily. Okay? So yeah, so keep shitting on me, Cheryl. Keep shitting on me for making videos for Jack and Lily instead of being grateful, instead of trying to sit there and say all these nasty things to me. But okay, you do you, girl. You do you. From It's a Crime and Shame. And someone had sent me this beautiful song called Come Home Jack and Lily. And I wanted to do Belinda and I wanted to do Alana King and all you guys out there. This beautiful little video to attach to it. Thank you so much for the person who wrote the poem. Thank you for fighting for Jack and Lily's army. Please hit the like and the share. Thank you so much.
In the quiet dawn of a May morning, two little hearts went out to play. Lily's laughter, Jack's small footsteps vanished with the breaking day. Come home, Jack and Lily. We're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near. Through forest paths and endless trees, searchers called your names aloud. Hope flickered in the morning breeze as prayers rose up to the clouds. Jack and Lily, we're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, will draw you near. The sun sets over Pictou County. Stars shine with gentle grace. The community holds a vigil, longing for your embrace. Come home, Jack and Lily. We're praying for yes, dear. The woods are deep as silence, but our love will draw you near.
Okay, guys, so I'm just going to be working on this. Thanks again, Rushcan, for the beautiful song that you wrote for Jack and Lily. Now, again, I know I have to change this, and I forget all the time that I got to change it to Lily and Jack's voices. It's like I need a sticky note. I literally need a sticky note, because how many times have I said that now, right? And I forget about it because I'm sitting there looking at all these other things. So I got to fix that. So I'm just going to leave that there for a moment. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute, and I'll pull those screenshots up in a moment, okay? So I will be showing those screenshots, Mike. Again, more information, unless you've already seen these somewhere, to analyze. So just give me a second here. Well, I'll need more than a second, to be honest with you. Okay, again, for anyone coming in, I'm just working on something. Nadia, again, nobody's going to take anything away from me. Nobody, right? Too strong of a female for that stuff now. I don't play games. I don't need to play games. I joke around sometimes, but I don't need to play head games, mind games, any games. I like to play board games, though. Crib, backgammon. I can do all that stuff. I can't remember exactly what order these were in. So let me take a look. 4. I think that they're in order. I think. Just got to do a few things. So just bear with me again, guys. This what I'm doing is there was this argument somewhat in chat of the PM between Daniel and Haley, Malaya's half sister, going on. And yeah, so Haley's the one that spoke about Daniel doing math, right? And Malaya said she confirmed it. And then Wade, well, he confirmed it even more, to be honest with you. So I feel like there's accuracy here for sure on this one. Elements. Okay, again, I want to take off people's names that even if they didn't mind, I still don't want to show them. So just stuff like this takes time. Oh my goodness. Why are you so laggy? Others can't do that. Getting there. I'm going to leave that one in there because she's part of the family as well. I'll just be a couple more minutes, guys. Okay. You guys still doing okay? You guys playing nice in the sandbox? Okay, I think I'm good to go now on this one. Okay. Thank you guys again for everyone that's in here right now. Again, if you haven't, please hit the like and share for Jack and Lily. Thank you. Um, okay, so again, Haley and Daniel were having this argument after that video came out. And it was like, then Daniel kind of, well, he didn't disappear. He just wasn't talking, right? So anyway, that's what I'm going to show now. Share screen. Check inbox. Yeah, yes. Better be important if you're getting me to check an inbox during the live. It's too many on the inbox. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's something I'll look at later. I won't, Lobster, thank you, and anyone else that's emailed me. That stuff, I'll look at it later. Um, I don't like to do things when I haven't had time to properly look at things and during the live, okay? But thank you, Lobster. Lobster said in Pictou or whatever it was that the power was out over there as well. That this argument was about a week and a half ago. Yeah. It was right after that video came out, really. Okay, but thank you guys. I'll look at all those emails after. Okay, because I got this live and the next live to do. Don't forget, the next live will be at 6:30. That will be with Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show. He's a former police officer, a really great guy. Been covering the Kohlberger case as well as other cases. He's been on our channel. It's a Crime and Shame a few times, and we've been on his. Well, as well as with Alexa, the criminal profiler, as well. But anyways, okay. So share screen. Okay. Make it as big as I can here. Okay, so here, let me do it. Is that too big? I think that's too big. Is that too big? I feel like it cut some of it off. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I think this is in order. So Kent's up here and he's talking about something. People are discussing this video now on Clutch Them Pearls, Justin's channel. Daniel says it's all bullshit. He's talking about the video that from Tint that with Wade talking on it, which is Cindy Murray's partner, we'll call it. And then someone said, explain, Daniel, please do. Daniel says, Cindy is a major player in this case. Wait and see. Well, we're still waiting, to be honest with you. Someone said, is that why in the video she stands back and doesn't say a word? Again, we've already explained that that was a different point of when Tint overlaid that video to the actual audio. Cindy wasn't part of that conversation to hear it or anything like that. Warning, please steer clear of the topic. I've said it 2 times. This makes 3. Okay, Daniel says, Cindy wears the pants in the relationship. Next. Daniel, again, said he wears the pants in this relationship. Wade never worked, doesn't want to because he never paid child support. Cindy cheats on him. LOL. Christine, part of the family, says, sorry. Now, don't get this confused with Cheryl Christine. This is Christine. Sorry, just been busy all day, popped in. Daniel, Cindy used to write love letters to a guy in prison that murdered and while having a boyfriend. Some sad. Okay. Cindy forced Malaya onto antidepressant meds at 15. Cindy never raised her kids. Patty did. Malaya raised Hayden because she couldn't. Cindy has a CPS record. Daniel says, want more. Okay. Haley says, more BS. Daniel says, I got lots. Then someone says, then how did Cindy get custody of Meadow with a CPS record? Good point. Okay. Then Daniel says to Haley, this is Daniel, want some on you, Haley? They made a mistake. I'm already screenshotted as it is, so I'll shut up. Well, I think that's my emoji of the laughing right there, to be honest with you. Just want to be truthful. Daniel Martell, did Darren or you find out why they didn't show his interview, or if they still plan to? Obviously, they're not going to show. Okay, so again, media doesn't show what they deem as fairyland tales and stuff like that. They stick with normalcy, right? And they're not about to get into this, the children are hidden and all this shit happened and this happened and this happened, right? And they're not going to do that. That's where true crime comes in. Daniel says, the more research is needed to determine facts in this interview. CBC doesn't want to harm the investigation in any way. So I would call that a crock of shit, is that no, CBC doesn't want to hear about, Skittles and rainbows and fairy tales. And they're not about to put somebody that's all about speculation onto the news, hence why he got 32. And that's why they basically embarrassed him and stuck out about how arrogant RCMP are, and exactly those words Charmaine would remember. But no, they could have used that time to put something better that Darren had said, granted. But instead they chose to humiliate him, really, by putting that in. It was almost like the RCMP were standing right beside them and said, you know what? Why don't you put that clip in there? Let's make him look like more of an ass than he already does. So when Daniel says that, I'm going to deem that as totally untrue to that statement myself. Haley, I will not speak on you for now, but if anything comes up from you and Cindy, I will. Malaya, on the other hand, I will not bash anymore. I mean, more than you already have, correct? Okay. Don't do it, Haley. What are you guys hiding? Daniel, asking, what are you guys all hiding? Do you want me to say stuff on you? Don't do it, Haley. I feel like I need to play a suspense thriller right there. But anyways, someone said, depends how old the record is and what extent it is. Haley says, LOL, you don't even know me to speak about me. And honestly, it doesn't bother me. We are here for Jack and Lily. Now, what you have on me. Well, I would like to believe that was true, Haley. But then again, why isn't the family speaking out to the media, asking for everyone to search for Jack and Lily, whether they're alive or not? Now, I granted you went on a show and you wanted to talk about Daniel's meth problem, right? But where are you guys truly speaking about Jack and Lily? Like, honestly, besides drama in Facebook groups and stuff like that, talking about the actual media, right? So I'm here for Jack and Lily. It would really be nice if a lot of other people from the family side are about Jack and Lily. That would be wonderful. If you need any help and hints on what to do, I'll gladly tell you. Then Daniel says, you're right. I agree, Haley. Oh, between the lot of you, I swear to God. Anyways, I will keep my mouth shut. Wait, hold on. Let me take the gray out of it. I will keep my mouth shut. Tell Cindy and Wade that. Freaking cryptic shit. Just tell us. Tell us the truth. We don't need to hear about any math problems with all this. Just tell us the truth of the timeline for Jack and Lily. Well, mind you, if math is included that, then just feel free to talk about that too. All right. I can't listen to that. Shame on you, Daniel. Christine says, we have enough hate and bashing from outsiders who don't know our family. And then Haley replied to Daniel, but you're out speaking for the whole internet. They were speaking to someone with no idea that they were recorded. So why should they shut up? You can do something, but others can't. Okay, preach it, Haley. Preach it. Okay, not shame on me. Lies are destroying. Okay, Daniel, for frick's sakes, Daniel, I have to read this sentence. And I'll try to do it without laughing, okay? I promise. Not shame on me. Lies are destroying this case, and it's hard to determine the facts from lies. Look at that. I did it without fricking cracking up. Okay? Yeah, you're right. It's your shit mostly that's perpetuating. It's not destroying the case. It's not. In fact, it's adding value to the case. So you're wrong there. But however you see it and however I see it are two different things. So that's fair enough. Haley said, but your own lies, though. Oh, Daniel. Haley called you a liar, too. Family can do it. I definitely can do it, too. I know everyone's emotions are all over the place, but the rule here is to be respectful. Now, I had already caught all the messages prior to them deleting it. I only missed that last one with Haley. So this is the same thing. So there was only one at the end that Haley said that I didn't catch. Other than that, I caught all Daniel's messages. So then Daniel starts unsending messages. Haley unsent a message. Daniel started unsending all of these messages. You know, I don't know why, because they get screenshotted anyway right away. So honestly, it's just, if you're going to talk, Daniel, just know that everyone has their hand, at least I do, for sure, or other people. Of course, they have their hand on the screenshot button. Duh. So it's kind of just pointless because I literally just shared that full conversation. So no undeleting of anything you said got missed. Now, because again, it's about your guys' words, right? It's about Jack and Lily, and it's about what you guys are saying. So Daniel says, my lies, come on, Haley. I agreed to keep my mouth shut. Well, you can open your mouth, Daniel. We are willing to listen to the truth. Or we're willing to listen to whatever other deep, dark secrets are going on within this family that's creating all this freaking drama and inconsistencies and people not speaking out for Jack. We're willing to listen. I mean, just call it therapy 101. Haley says, your inconsistency in your story, then however else you want to say it. Okay? So, thought I'd share that with you all. You know what? Is what it is. Again, what happens when you speak in, like in here and stuff like that, right? Well, I don't mind. I don't mind reading it. In fact, I was freaking about to get ready to get out my popcorn, and then it ended, really. Because I'm here for Jack and Lily. Go on, tell me your deep, dark secrets. If you're my lies, come on, Haley. I agreed to keep my mouth shut. I didn't agree to that. You can open it up. Go ahead. Tell us. Right? Tell us about Jack and Lily. Any other drama you want to add to it? I'll lend an ear. But I really just want to hear about what happened to Jack and Lily myself. So whatever you guys want to take for that, screenshot it, share it. I already got the thing. All I ever ask is that we have Jack and Lily on it. It's a crime and shame. For Crime and Shame. Oh, wait, I forgot my @ sign. At Crime and Shame. Yeah. How did I forget my @ sign? I had it on the original one. Oh, well, whatever. So, this is ridiculous. Actually, let's just get real. Come on. Less me taking a piss on this stuff because it's easy to do. Come on now. Right? All this shit's going on. Any of you from any side of both families. Actually, there's 3. Belinda's speaking out. And if anyone, again, remembers that Belinda is a paternal grandmother, Cody is a paternal father. No, he has not seen the children in 3 years, and no, he has not aided in the search. As for Daniel Martell and Malaya Brooks Murray, they are the ones that were in charge of Jack and Lily that morning, and Janie lives on the property. Justin is the brother to Daniel Martell. Haley is Malaya's half-sister. Malaya, her mother's name is Cindy Murray, and her dad is, I think it's Henry Joseph Brooks, for the father of Malaya. And of course, Cindy's other partner is Wade. The video that came out was Wade spewing all over. Cindy, according to Malaya, was definitely not happy, to say the least. But and then Darren. Right, sorry, can't forget Darren. Darren, I know you love the RCMP. Don't even try to make me believe differently. I know that was just a tactic of yours, right, to get them pissed off at you so that they'll talk to you. That's how I'm seeing it. But Darren is, so Patty is the grandmother of Malaya Brooks Murray, the mother to Cindy Murray. And so Patty's the grandmother. Darren is a second cousin to Patty, or cousin, and to Malaya, that's like a second cousin once removed, But you know what? Again, then there's Jack and Lily and Meadow, right? In all of this mess, there's 3 children. 3 children, yes. Meadow, which is between Daniel and Malaya, a beautiful child. This child looks absolutely like Daniel. Is a spitting image of Daniel. And they seem to be, obviously in court, trying to get custody, trying to get their whatever court issues are going on there. Malaya did lose custody to Meadow, to the CPS, which we already know. One of the things I didn't show you was when she, I asked her specifically about that, but I said I was not going to talk about it on the live because, again, they got a court case going on and stuff like that. But everyone knows that CPS did take Meadow and that there's court shit going on with that. As for Jack and Lily, again, there's 3 beautiful children involved in this muddied water. And shit is floating high tide is what's happening here. So yeah, when Jack and Lily need voices and a lot of the family members can't seem to be voices, like everyone's going to do it in their way. But I'm talking about the immediate family here. I'm talking about Malaya using the internet, using CBS News, Cindy Murray. I'm talking about Patty even, right? If you want to be a voice for Jack and Lily, put your ass on CBC News and say how much you love them and how much that you need our help to help you guys spread awareness about Jack and Lily. That's the minimum of what you should be doing. Don't make excuses for bad behavior. Don't make excuses about that you don't want to be on TV or be attacked by interviewers, Janie. No one wants to hear about how you put yourself first instead of going to the vigil, and a lot of family members didn't. But if you're going to talk about why you didn't go, and then you're going to make that embarrassing claim, why not? Why wouldn't you want to talk about these children that you were breaking down in tears over, telling how much you miss them, tell them about how much it's about Jack and Lily, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong in saying any of this? So again, Cheryl Christine, before you want to take away from me, how about that I am making this about Jack and Lily? And how about we just want simple, simplistic answers? How about We just want family members to act like they give two fucks about Jack and Lily and at least speak to the news to ask for the help of the public. Because if you guys are in such detrimental despair, and I get it, you're her friend. You're sticking up for Malaya and what she's doing. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to tell, if she wants to tell her part of the story and give a timeline to what happened and quash any bullshit out there, that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to crawl up Malaya's ass or Daniel's ass or Janie's ass, Cindy's ass, Wade's ass, anyone's ass besides Charmaine's. Okay? Maybe once in a while, Belinda, if she allows me to. But seriously, Belinda is the only person that has no stake in the game, and you guys even want to bash her. Where's the priorities for Jack and Lily over stupid, silly shit? Like this cryptic shit, hold on, over here, right? What the fuck are you guys going on about? You guys are talking about, I'm not going to say this, I'll shut my mouth. You tell Wade and Cindy that I'll shut my mouth and blah, 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 blah. Just tell us where the kids are. But it's not Malaya's fault. What the fuck? You already bashed Malaya, Daniel. You can't take back every ounce of those words that you said. So what do you mean it's not Malaya's fault? Malaya's the one that you said put them in the vehicle, right? That's the story that you guys are putting out there. So fuck me if I got any of that wrong. I don't think so. Did Durwood ever say after years and years of living on the West Coast, estranged from most of the family on the East Coast, suddenly returned to Pictou? No. But Darren should shut his mouth too, because he's got shit in his past too, as well. So he should watch who the fuck he attacks when you're talking about attacking people, Darren. That's pot calling the kettle black on that one. People will dig shit up on anyone that they deem as lying all day long. Remember that, right? If you're telling them the truth, sure, right? You got a past? Okay, right? Depends what that past is, of course. Anything to do with children whatsoever, then no, right? But anyways, so why don't you guys just stop all this stupid shit about shutting your mouth? You guys all want to know about Jack and Lily, right? That's what you're saying. Isn't it funny? It's like preaching to the choir, but you're not preaching, right? Instead, it's like listening to radio silent people, except for Daniel, right? He's my special KFC buddy. He will always be my special KFC buddy. He's fucking lucky we have integrity. I was going to say, yeah. Still have not put out his videos, our conversations, and he's lucky we don't put out some of this other stuff. To be honest. Is there anyone out still searching? No. Oh, you guys, which reminds me. So okay, I'm going to play this one clipping one more time tonight. It's such a beautiful log that Cheryl, not Cheryl Christine, don't get that mixed with a different Cheryl, okay? That made this beautiful log for Jack and Lily, okay? Let me play this again.
In the quiet dawn of a May morning, two little hearts went out to play. Lily's laughter, Jack's small footsteps vanished with the breaking day. Come home, Jack and Lily, we're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent. draw you near. Through forest paths and endless trees, searchers called your names aloud. Hope flickered in the morning breeze as prayers rose up to the clouds. Come home, Jack and Lily, we're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near. The sun sets over Pictou County. Stars shine with gentle grace. The community holds a vigil, longing for your embrace. Come home, Jack and Lily, we're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near.
Okay. What a beautiful log. What such an amazing thing to do. Again, I can't say this enough for Jack and Lily. 1 second here. Where is it? There we go. Still missing Jack and Lily. Now, what the thing that went through my head, and I can't remember if it was before this log or after this log. Either way, I have an idea for all you people that live within the area of Nova Scotia, Ontario, wherever you live on the East Coast side, you can do it. You can do it on any province you really want to, as a matter of fact, actually, right? Any province, doesn't matter. But what I was thinking was this, stop screen. And I think this would be a beautiful thing to do because I'm trying to think of the word. Charmaine, you know when Abby and Libby were searching, for little things. What's that internet game thing that they do where they're hiding things and you're giving coordinates or something like that. So and then they were talking about that amongst the geofencing when they were playing that internet thing where you hide something and then you go find it and stuff like that. What's that game kind of called on the internet? Why can't I remember it? Okay, anyways, share screen. So what I was thinking, yes, geocaching. Yeah. Anyways, so what I was thinking was this, right? Hold on. Why is it taking so long to share my screen? Okay, so this is my Canva laggy ass program. Not gonna lie, it probably used a reboot. Right. But what I was thinking was this, you guys, okay, is that rocks, okay? Now, a lot of times, and I was in England, and we were literally in, what's it called? Where Shakespeare was born. Avalon, something of Avalon. Anyways, and all of a sudden we're walking, and then there's like this rock, that's there with a message on it, okay? But anyways, my point is this. Rocks. they're a beautiful thing that you can do. And you can place them around in all different areas of whatever province you live in, right? To bring awareness to Jack and Lily, but especially to these people in Nova Scotia, right? It doesn't matter if it's a park, maybe if it's beside a McDonald's, it doesn't matter, right? Is that, one second here. Okay, so for instance, talking about, painting rocks or something like that, right? One second here. Why is that so small? Why? God, I hate you, Canva, on the best day. Actually, I love you, Canva. Who am I kidding? But why is this playing games with me right now? I don't know why. Right? So obviously you get rock. Change all. Stupid thing. I don't know why it's making it so big like that. Right? My God, the rocks keep moving instead of the name. Stop. Right? Come on, get off of there. Hold on. No, I want to use elements. Now, I'm just talking about putting stickers on these rocks, painting these rocks, whatever. Writing, missing since May 2nd, whatever you want to write on the rocks. And you just place them around, obviously, right? You place them in all parts. That way people, when they see them, right, it's a reminder of Jack and Lily, that you can do. Stuff like that. Like I said, you can buy little stickers, kind of like what they did on the log and stuff like that. But anyways, I thought that would be something simple that doesn't cost hardly any money for anyone to do, is to do something like that, right? That you just get some rocks, paint them, put Jack and Lily missing since May 2nd, and you just place them anywhere and everywhere, right? I think putting a QR code on them with info to call the police. Well, honestly, you could put a QR code on the back, I suppose, right? And tape it. Grab the QR code. That would be good. But I think that this would be a beautiful idea. That's something that is easy to do. That, again, it's kind of like that geocaching in a sense. And you just place rocks around. Doesn't matter where you live. Just place rocks around. Right. And yeah, I have the QR code. My bad for not thinking of that. Right? Or paint rocks with nail varnish. Absolutely. Meaning it was just something I was thinking about myself, because I started thinking about the caching and that rock that we found in England and stuff like that. And I'm just like, it's something that is simple and easy to do for Jack and Lily, right? So I think that is, like I said, it doesn't cost barely anything. I already have these supplies myself because I paint anyway, but you know what I mean? So I myself actually will do up some rocks as well. And then, because I'm going to go down to the ocean probably in a couple of days to White Rock and gather up some rocks or some seashells if there is. Well, seashells are a dime. I can't really find them too much anymore. But gather up some rocks, and then place them around myself. So, good idea. use acrylic, right? It would have to be acrylic waterproof, because typical acrylic paints are not waterproof, oil-based, but not. That's why maybe too, somebody wants to use nail polish, go right ahead. Because if you just use acrylic, it's not typical acrylic. It's not waterproof. Not unless you put a varnish over that, right? A coating protector. You could do that too on there. But anyways, do me a favor. If you do this, take a little video of you placing some rocks somewhere. Again, I would love nothing more than to post your guys' videos of doing something like this for Jack and Lily on there. So if you guys want to, on there. Okay. You know what? It would be a great idea. Hey, Kent, talk to the school. Kent, talk to the school, right? I know it's summertime now, but let's say there's no resolve of this. But you talk to the school. I'm sure the children would love to have a day where they maybe gathered a rock and did something for Jack and Lily. And then they go and place their rock around. Maybe just a school. Maybe they take it home and get their parents to help them place it somewhere. Oh, Sonny, stop thinking. You're all right? Anyways. Okay, so before I go, any more? Christine, did you want to say one last bashing comment to me before I get off the live? Daniel? Anybody? Anybody at all on there? Because I'm going to end this live in just a moment here. Again, Jack and Lily. And then, 1 second. So Belinda, get on it in your garden. Put a nice rock in there. I'm not sure if you have one already, but a nice rock for Jack and Lily. Take a video of your garden on there. Thanks for everything we all do. Okay, for Jack and Lily. Uh-oh, Tiffany. Yes, I will. That's what I was just going to show you. Image file. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Okay, so this is Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show. He will be joining me tonight at 6:30. Going to ask him some questions. I know Charmaine's coming on. Kent, it's absolutely up to you if you choose to come on. It is on at 6:30. I will be setting up that live just after I get off this live, you know. And again, I want to ask Daniel. Daniel, do you love hearing your name, Martell? Even though this is different Daniel. Yeah. Right? So that's what I'm talking about. It's, we can sit here and regurgitate the BS all day long. I think everyone is under the understanding by now that the truth doesn't seem to want to come out and be told. So what else can we do? What else can we do for Jack and Lily and bring awareness and do something special from our hearts to their hearts, right? So, like I said, for Cheryl, Christine that wants to just keep trying to bash me, maybe you should think that I'm a good person, perhaps. Yeah? And I'm not here to sit here and sweetheart anyone. They want to talk, they'll talk. But it's all about Jack and Lily. That's the only reason why I want people to talk. It's for Jack and Lily's sake. For what happened to Jack and Lily in the timeline. But if we have to be their voices for Jack and Lily, so be it. We will, right? Be Linda? Right? You get that? Right? Be Linda? Yeah. Anyways. Lily likes unicorns. Jack likes dinosaurs. And Meadow likes giraffes. Right? Anyways. Oh, Meadow's fine. She's not fine, but she'll be fine. She's alive, right? We know that for a fact. We know that. At your home, end of driveway, in your gardens, great idea. Yeah. And again, you guys, please take a moment to think about doing this. send me your video to atcrimingshame@gmail.com. I will literally play all those videos on a live. But you guys, okay, you know how many times I ask people to do something special for cases and how many times people don't, right? So it is disheartening. So I'm asking you, if you have a rock, it doesn't have to be a rock where you placed everywhere. Let's say you made 4 rocks, you know, you can either send me the rocks where you placed them 4 times or just 1 time. As long as it's, you know, something special to you for Jack and Lily, I have no problem doing stuff like that, right? Right? So no one's going to take away this beautiful heart that Sunny does have, even though she doesn't take anybody's bullshit. But that's okay. Because again, I'm asking people, don't try to take away from me. Don't try to tear me down. I'm trying to always do good as best I can. If Daniel doesn't appreciate that, you know, Malay doesn't appreciate that, Cheryl doesn't appreciate that, that's fine if they don't, right? But nobody's going to sit there and take away who I am or what I do and the things that I do for the good reasons. So piss off on that one, Cheryl. Take your sarcastic ass mark. Never heard me once. Never heard me once ask for a donation during a live. People, thank you so much for your kindness, for enjoying the channel, being part of it. Law's family, I think, is going to spend all her money. Queen, again, you'll be able to make the next live. Actually, hold on. Queen, if you're subscribed now, because I will, you guys, I will be making it subscribers only again, right? So if you're not a subscriber by this point, I'll make it for, let's see here. If you guys do it now, and the next one's at 6:30 my time, that's 5.5 hours, 5 hours and 15 minutes away. I'll make it that you have to be a member for a subscriber for, we'll have to go into that. 5 hours minimum. Because even if I did that and I made it for 5 hours, well, let me put it this way. Yeah, you got 5.5 hours, 5 hours and 15 minutes to subscribe to the channel if you want to be able to talk into it. If not, then you can just watch and that's fine. That's it, you know, but it's only for the people that are subscribers, right? I don't need the extra drama of non-subscribers that are watching and that want to talk and fill up the chat, right? If you're coming, then either you can subscribe and be able to chat, or you don't subscribe and you can just sit out there and watch, okay? I think that's pretty fair, honestly. I mean, you're coming for information, right? So it's up to you what someone decides to do. But basically, you got 5 hours to subscribe to the channel if you do want to talk and chat. And if not, then don't. That's fair. It's fair, right? Not twisting anyone's arms, but that's what you need to do if you do want to chat. So just quickly, sorry, Brand Flakes, I did not see this, but I'm seeing it now. Thank you so much for the super sticker on this one, Brand Flakes. I'm lagging for a sec. Hold on. There we go. Queen, again, you said you subscribed, but you couldn't talk. So the only way you can talk is actually if you shoot a super sticker. Daniel First Talk, it's a deal. Absolutely. Patriot Girl, thank you so much. And Law's family was $2.79. Where were, that's a tongue twister. Where were you waist deep? Law's family. I feel like I have all your paychecks at this point. Laws. Come on, you laggy. $6.99. Takes one card to take down the whole house of cards. Yep. Sunny, I subbed and became a member. This is one from Queen. Right. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Law's family again. Lipstick memo was for her kids. If you not true. Actually, Daniel, if you could. Malaya, just answer that one. Did you write that? And who was it for? Tint. If your work visa. Oh, we already said that one. Okay. So yeah, Tint was waiting for his work visa. He has it now, as he said. I didn't even question actually where he gets his money from. I know darn well, right? I know, just like it's like as if someone from China comes over. I know darn well that I don't even have to ask that those they're packing money when they come over. Okay. So now, in Tint's case, like you said, he said he saved up for during the C word type of thing. But who cares, right? Again, who cares where he's getting his money from? I'm sure it's not from him selling any mouth. Right, Daniel? Daniel, talk to me. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Charmaine, Kent, Belinda, thank you guys. Thank you, Cheryl, for that beautiful log that you and your husband did for Jack and Lily. Amazing, amazing. It's beautiful. Think about doing that rock thing whenever you have. I'm going to say this. For the rock idea, let's give it to the end of August, okay? I'll collect any videos to the end of August, rock placements, okay? But again, a lot of times people say that they love to do that stuff, but they don't. But I'm asking you, if you want it, I'll absolutely share your contribution to Jack and Lily, on top of you guys already being in here, okay? Where is Tint from? Well, he didn't say. I'll let him answer that if he wants to answer that, to be honest. I know where he's from. But I'll let him answer that, right? He can't talk to you and me too. Who? Who can't? Wait, you got me lost on that one. I know. I want to see your guys' rocks. I think it's beautiful. Belinda, chop, chop. Get down to that craft store. You probably actually already got stuff. I want to see a big rock. I know Belinda already has stuff in her backyard there, but I want to see a new one. I want to see a new rock on there. Kent, not sure what you're talking about. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to leave this live now. I can, only because he told me. But I like his drone work as well. You guys, thank you. Oh, there she is. Hi, Bev. Hi, Bev. I was actually going to ask you to join me, but then when I thought about it, it was like 10 o'clock at night my time. Well, yeah, you're going to have to watch the replay, crew. Yeah. Well, you know what? Again, it's just an idea. I think it's a beautiful idea. It's easy. It's simple to do. And we'll see you guys tonight when Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show joins us again. Former police officer, has been covering the Koberger case, done a wonderful job. And of course, he had, my God, why are names not sticking with me? He had Kaylee's dad, why can't I think of his name, on his show. Kaylee was he's been the voice, one of the voices for the Idaho 4, but his daughter was Kaylee Gonzalez. And I think his name is his name Dan too? My God, is his name Dan too? Shit. It's like Steve. That's it. Thank you. Oh my God, Steve. I was going to say everywhere I go, there's a Steve. Husband's name Steve, the ex is Steve. Oh my God, they're everywhere. You're right, Steve Gonzalez. How did I forget that one, Explore Core? My goodness. Anyways, you guys, stay blessed. See you tonight at 6:30 my time, whatever time that is for you, 10:30 Nova Scotia. And see you with Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show. Take care, you guys. All right. Oh, look at this. Mark. He says, if you need funds for supplies to paint your rocks, send me an email. I'll send you a few bucks to get them. It's about Jack and Lily. That is so sweet. Yeah, that is so sweet. Blue Jay. Sunny, I wish I could be in chat, but problem in membership. I don't know what you mean by that. Blue Jay, a subscription to subscribe to the channel is free. Memberships are $1.99. So that's different, okay? That has nothing to do with here. A members live is something totally different, right? So here you just need to be a subscriber. It's not about memberships on this. Make sure that's clear. Some people get that confused and say, well, I don't have enough money to subscribe. No, subscription is just hitting subscribe to the channel. You can talk in the chat when you're a subscriber. Membership is about membership lives only. That one is $1.99 to become a member for the membership lives. That's different. Okay, just make that very clear. Okay, guys. All right, Bav, nice to see ya. Steve. Well, my husband's name is Steve Austin. $6 million man, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he didn't come with $6 million bucks. And guess what? Guess what, Cheryl? I still love my husband. Still love my husband. And I'm talking about Cheryl Christine on that one. Anyways, you guys. See you guys later. Jack and Lily, okay, guys? We'll play the log one on the way out. Okay? We'll do that one. So, Jack and Lily, 3-month anniversary today for Jack and Lily Missing.
So deep inside.
Oh, hold on.
But our love will
Thank you,
draw
Tint. Thank you for joining us today. Oh, my bad. My bad. Let's try that again.
In the quiet dawn of a May morning, two little hearts went out to play. Lily's laughter, Jack's small footsteps vanished with the breaking day. Come home, Jack and Lily. We're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near. Through forest paths and endless trees, searchers called your names aloud. Hope flickered in the morning breeze as prayers rose up to the clouds. Come home, Jack and Lily. We're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near. The sun sets over Pictou County. Stars shine with gentle grace. The community holds a vigil, longing for your embrace. Come home, Jack and Lily. We're praying for your steer. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you